John Sinatra, saying different. John, Mello, Beto. Another day, another problem in the making. Don't tell me you trying to solve them with a pile of medication. Got you fighting, overdosing again. Trying to chase that first highs like a ghost in the wind. All these setbacks in life, was we chosen to win? Chose to watch some cartoons, maybe make you a friend. Parents left you supervised by some devils again. You ain't chose to get molested by your closest to kin. Shalom to my Akis that endured to the end. Pain made you feel alive, got you cutting your skin. Hated cause we melanated, lost searching within. Outsiders block us out, we keep letting them in. Grandmama call them demons, Islam say jinns. All these whispers in our ears keep us closer to sin. Money make her feel better, do whatever to spin. Little bro just wanna slide, any reason to spin. Unc diabetic, they just amputated his limbs. We just thankful he alive, I'm still able to see him. The homie mama losing sight, she barely able to see him. Staying thankful for the light, shalom when it get dim. Who am I to condemn? If I'm judging you, then I can go to hell for it. The state judging me and I can go to jail for it. They hit us with the okie dokie and we fell for it. Take a strike for less time now, next time more. We chose peace for generations, this time war. The only life worth living is what we dying for. Ain't you tired of picking presidents to hold a sign for? Just for them to pat you on the back with an iron sword? I ain't more treated like a cyborg than a human. When I worked the 9 to 5 I applied for. Taxes high enough to make you hold a signboard. Asking for donations, recouping what you was robbed for. We never read the fine print on what we signed for. We kind by the contracts and design more. Lately I've been really trying to be on time more. Me telling me, not you telling me what it's time for.
For real, bro. All my life, I felt like I was everybody's secret. I had homies that'd steal my lyrics but never share my music. I worked 9 to 5s to train people just for them to get promoted for the position I needed and working hard for. Every rapper I grew up listening to that I met heard my shit in person and let me know I'm one of the hardest they ever heard and still never shared my shit. So I feel like I'm the voice for those who have no voice that need to be heard. I know they feel me.
Yeah, that's that John Sinatra, y'all. It's my partner and my motherfucking mod. You feel me? Shout out to John. He'll probably be pulling up later. What it do, y'all? Trying to recover. Sorry for coughing in y'all's ear. Man, I'm on some good ass dab, y'all. Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to get it in, you know what I'm saying, before I start. You know what I'm talking about? Woo! Let's see what we got up in here, though. What it do, Dr. Soapy? Shout out to Dr. Soapy, man. What it do, Melanated? What it do, Hennywise, man? Did y'all hear me? What it do, Hennywise, man? Shit. That's right. Shout out to Louisiana Red. What it do? And what it do, Jackie? What it do? Let's see who else we got. What's up with it, Keisha? Good to see you. What's up, Mimsy? Okay. Good to see you again, Mimsy. We're going to be on Hood Tables this Sunday, Mimsy. So just make sure you check out my community wall and sub up if you like what you hear up over there. You know, it's a same show like what I do over here. We just go to different platforms. We'd love to see you over there. I hope your husband and shit is doing well too, Mimsy. Shout out to Cynical. What it do, Cynical? Shout out to Black Ice, man. That's what's up, Black Ice. I feel you, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been coming through. I've been noticing you. I really appreciate you. Straight up. Keep coming. I appreciate it. For real. And I think I got everybody so far, y'all. Okay, for sure. Mods, if any of you guys got Hood Tables link, please drop it. She may drop in, but I did start late, so I don't know. She may probably already be asleep. But we'll get it in there though, Mimsy. We'll get it. So shout out to all of y'all, man. Hold on one second, man. That dab. Jeez. The dab. This damn fucking Ring light all in my face. It's a cold combination, man, right now. But we gonna get it together, though. We gonna get it together. Shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it up Fridays. This ain't gonna be too long, y'all. But before we get into the topic, I got a Valentine shout out, y'all, on Brenda and Tony's show tonight, man. That's wild. I thought I was chopped liver around here, you know what I'm saying? But that was pretty cool, man. They put on a cool show. Buddy Lee was there doing his DJ thing. And it was cool, man. The vibe was cool. They was looking cool. A lot of women in attendance in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It was a good vibe, y'all. It was a good vibe. If y'all didn't see it, you know what I'm saying? Check it out. But your boy, you know what I'm saying? Hey. That made my day. You know what I'm saying? That made my day, man. You know, it's always cool to, in some type of way, you know, feel like appreciated and like somebody, you know, digs what you do. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Louisiana. Same to you. And it's kind of like when I go live and when y'all come through for me and shit, it's almost like the same feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, y'all fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling, y'all. It's a good feeling. Like if you was to just do anything, you know, in the real world and, you know, people show up for you, you'd appreciate it. Throw a party out the blue in like, you know, a couple of hours notice. Let all your peoples know, hey, man, you know, I'm having a little get together today. See how many of them show up. This is just a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Not too many, man. Not too many. So, you know, when y'all show up for me, man, even though it's, you know, this virtual shit, whatever, you guys are still showing up, man. Y'all giving me your time. You're giving me a view, meaning you watching me. You seeing what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? My boy Be Easy just slid through. It's a dope fucking dude, man. You know, and he knows this because I've told him this all the time. And I'm not going to go into the story again and repeat myself, but I would really appreciate it if you guys have not subbed to B, to sub to him. I think he's something that's needed. What's up, Very Carey? Young dude with a lot of knowledge, really be out there in the field. If you guys like me, you guys would fucking love this dude. You know what I'm saying? He ain't cussing motherfuckers out and acting all crazy, but you know, he's smart. You know what I'm saying? He hits on some pretty dope ass topics, and lately, he's been really kicking ass, man, on these fucking verticals, man. Like, and it just kind of sucks because he don't have his subs, you know what I'm saying, that he needs. So if you guys aren't subbed to Be Easy, drop your channel in the chat right now. If you guys aren't subbed to him, and even to my replay gang, check him out, man. This is my boy, man. Like, we had a show together. I'm not going to get into that, but that's how I started out, fucking with him. Cool dude. Check him out, man. His content is great. I'm also waiting for my boy John to pop out. John is going to be another one, y'all. I'm trying to bring something different around y'all. I know there's, you know, I have a lot of like beef sector, black sector, and all kind of shit that come through and fuck with me, which is dope. I know what you guys are used to. I just try to bring something different. You know what I'm saying? If you guys, you know, dig what I do, that's dope. And I think you guys will dig what these guys do. You know what I'm saying? Just something different. We're not, big, it's not going to be a crazy chat, but actually chat been that vertical is a motherfucker, man. But, it's always a good vibe, man. Like I said, John's the same way. Respectful dude. We're not going to be out there, cussing motherfuckers out and shit and on one. Don't test the waters, you know what I'm saying? Because anybody can get it. But that's not what we own. We're grown. When you see people talk about grown men's panel, shout out to Code and all them is the homies. I've always said I don't need a motherfucking panel, nigga. I'm a grown man wherever the fuck I'm at. And so is my niggas. So whenever we together, y'all gonna get some grown shit, man. Real shit. Ain't gonna be none of that old other shit. You feel me? But you also gotta come with, respecting everything, man. Ain't nobody playing no games and going for all the rah-rah. Because we ain't gonna do it. So we ain't gonna tolerate it either. You know what I'm saying? So I just appreciate y'all, man, that do lend me an ear, you know what I'm saying, and fuck with me. And hopefully y'all fuck with my partners, you know what I'm saying? They dope. They do their thing. Give them a try. For those of y'all that, like music and shit, both of them are dope ass artists. Lay songs. What I played when I started this fucking stream, that was John. When you go see Be Easy, he's playing all of his music. You know what I'm saying? Dope cats, man. We from the soil, man. I mean, you'll see a lot of that where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And I appreciate them motherfuckers, man. I appreciate running into them in these streets, these YouTube streets. And we keeping it solid. And eventually, y'all, we are going to have something go down. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start it off, though, on the West Coast. Motherfuckers that want to come down. I've already talked to B about this shit. But got a really dope location. You know what I'm saying? To where motherfuckers could just really lounge and kick it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be on some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna be in some real area, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be cool, man. But it can't be no fuck ups and shit. Like this shit gonna be grown like almost like you at a white party and shit, but you ain't, we ain't on that like that. But the setting is gonna be a motherfucker. Just put it to you that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that I could really line up. You feel me? And it's something that I really want to do. But you know what I'm saying? I want to, give it some time, motherfuckers, I'm still new. I've been around y'all for a little bit, but motherfuckers that really rock and want to come out to the West Coast or something, you know what I'm saying? We get something planned, maybe just like something 2 days, a day, somewhere, and then maybe like a day, maybe hit like Frisco or something, you know what I'm saying? And like a Sprinter or something. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a party bus, you know what I mean? But that could all be in the works, man. And I really been thinking about it. And it's something that's gonna happen, man. Something that's gonna happen, but it ain't gonna be nothing for, dumb shit, people pulling out phones and trying. I'm not on that, y'all. And I don't want nobody to participate that is on that. If you cool and just want to chill, enjoy yourself, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. Like I said, I'm big on making memories. You feel me? Then it's all Velveeta. But yeah, man, we can go ahead and get into the topic at hand. And what's up with it, Brenda? I see you. I appreciate you, Brenda. I gave y'all a shout out, man. I really appreciate, y'all, doing the show and me happen to be lightweight a part of it. You know what I'm saying? That was dope, man. I appreciate it. Made a nigga feel good, man. For real, for real. So shout out to y'all. And y'all was looking good, man. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was looking kind of cool, man. Y'all go check that shit out. I ain't gonna talk too crazy and shit because I already get labeled as a flirt sometimes, and nigga can kind of get a little too nasty and shit when I say things. So I ain't. Y'all got a good image of a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to disturb that. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, what's up with it, Roy? I see you, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So the first thing was Katt Williams and 50s. Katt Williams and 50 fucking cent, y'all. Who would have thought, man? Two cold individuals. What's up with it, S3? I don't know if I spoke. Two cold individuals, though. What you mean by that, Rig? Well, what I mean is 50. He always quick to, expose somebody, blow them out the water, all of that. You know what I'm saying? How much did you pay for the frames? Then Versace's, yes, they are. When they came out, bro, they was like, I want to say close to $3. It was like $270 or something. I've had these motherfuckers for years. But 50 is a type that'll expose you, try to ruin your life. All that, he got them moves like, yo, you feel me? He'll get to just finding out shit and just putting all your shit, just airing you out, you feel me? But Katt, he ain't no jokey either, man. We seen him when he did that interview, you know what I'm saying, with Shannon Sharp, man. This nigga, he broke the net with that joint, you know what I'm saying? He was putting everybody out there. So now you got two cats, right? Well, you got one Katt and you got 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? And they going, you know what I'm saying, lightweight at it, you know what I'm saying? And it's wild. I'm wondering how this shit gonna turn out. So it's on Netflix, right? There's a new Katt Williams thing. I ain't watched it yet. I got the TV playing right now, but I'm gonna put it on after this, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cook me up, some little something after the stream, you feel me, and peep game on it. But he was talking about 50 a little bit. He's a comedian, bro. But 50 started the shit though. How did he start it, Rig? Well, 50 was on this dude Adam Schultz or some shit show and got to speaking on when Katt Williams, got into the little altercation with like the 15-year-old kid. You feel me? They was like playing football. What's up, Blended Healing? Good to see you. I was in your chat earlier today, Blended Healing. I appreciate you. And 50 was talking about how Katt, had got into it with old boy and was talking about how they was the same size, and Katt, he kind of needs a do-over, you feel me? Like basically he got mollywopped, but he's a comedian, so he knows how to wiggle out of situations like that. Like you can't really clown a comedian, right? That's kind of like how 50 was putting it, just cracking dumbass jokes, bro. They was over there dumbass laughing, right? So this is the thing though, right? So Katt, he see this shit. But prior, 50 had an event. And in this event, it was, he brought out, some people that was about something, comedians, maybe some actors and shit, maybe just whatever, and he brought these people out, to do some type of something, right? And Katt was part of it, you know what I mean? So Katt went ahead and slid through for 50, did what he did, his appearance or whatever he did for this event, out of love for 50, right? And then 50 want to go ahead and turn around and do this Adam Schultz interview and just start talking about Katt. And then don't stop there. 50 went somewhere else, got to talking about it again. You know what I'm saying? So Katt just chilling, like, damn, okay, I see what it is. You know, Katt Williams, he's real smart and calculated. So, you know, you dealing with a comedian, bro. This nigga be having specials and all kind of shit. So this nigga like, okay, I'm gonna end up getting my lick back for sure. On stage, though. That's what's on this Netflix thing that I need to check out. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all check it out too. So 50 caught wind of the whole, you know, well, 50 did all that bullshit. Katt went ahead. He started, you know, he did his show, whatnot. 50 caught wind of that. So now they just like kind of a little uproar. 50 kind of playing it like, okay, man, you know, because I guess Katt Williams said, you know, he had a head, you know, shaped like a square. And when you look at 50, you do got a cold shaped head, you know what I'm saying? The fade don't make it no better, you know what I'm talking about? But anyway, like Yo Gotti, you know what I'm saying? They got some cold shaped heads, bro. But look, no shot at Yo Gotti, man. Shout out to Yo Gotti, man. But ain't no shout out to Yo Gotti because, you know what I'm saying? RIP to Dolph, nigga, what the fuck? But look, so 50 caught wind of what Katt done did. You know what I'm saying? You talking about, okay, I got a big head, yada, yada, yada. Got it. You know, square head. I'm going to go ahead and keep it cool because I don't want to lose no friends. You know, 50 trolling, right? So Katt, you know, they just kind of chilling, you know what I'm saying, until the next move, right? So now we're going to see what happened from here on and how they, you know what I'm saying, keep going back and forth with this shit. But honestly, I don't think it's going to be too drawn out, but I think it's going to get good. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to get a little like ugly a little bit, and then it's going to kind of fade. You know, they going to, you know, whatever. Because for 50, you know, you got to think, right? The way 50 is, why would he just go at Katt? Right? Just you had him do your event, y'all was good. Why would you go ahead and go at him after that? You know what I'm saying? And throw a shot. You feel me? So it's like he knew that Katt ain't just gonna let that shit ride. So like it's almost like he, you know this ain't gonna, you know, say something back. So I think 50 may have something up his sleeve. You know what I'm saying? 50 a cold dude. That's why I said, man, you know, 50 and Katt Williams, they both some cold motherfuckers, bro. And they both have a big presence on the internet. You feel me? It's not like one's got a bigger following really than the other on the internet because everybody gonna be tuned in to that shit. If 50 speak or do a post, people gonna be on it. If Katt Williams speaking on it and do a post, people gonna be on it. So it's gonna be a hell of a turnout, man. And instead of me just hella talking about it like that, I gotta clear up. So we're gonna check this out, man. We're gonna see, you know, what it do. Kind of old boy talking about, you know, why this shit kind of cracked off. So let's get to it. Come on. There we go.
Williams, who was considered one of the greatest comedians in his time, would use his time on stage to address several different people in the news like Oprah, Shaq, Martin Lawrence, and more. Now, what would be interesting is that Williams would even take a shot at known online roaster 50 Cent, who recently had the internet laughing for a post he would make about Jay-Z, comparing him to the Predator character after Jay-Z's name would end up being discussed amongst the recent releases of the Epstein files. According to Williams, he would take issue with 50 Cent allegedly turning against him. Now, upon research, we may have found the exact moment Katt would start to feel some type of way about 50 Cent. Back in December 2024, 50 would join Andrew Schultz on his podcast, Flagrant. There he would begin to express that comedians were invincible and would point out like Katt Williams fighting a kid his height and not doing so well, and still managing to be that guy in the aftermath for something that could have been very embarrassing for others.
Look, I follow comedic culture. I watch comedians. I enjoy them on another level. You are a comedian. Yeah. What I appreciate about it is they are invincible. When I watch them, I look and I go, there's no point that you could do something that actually damages what they've developed. In any case, like Katt Williams could fight a 15-year-old kid that is his height and not do so well. And
I didn't like the decision on that one. I didn't like the decision.
Yeah.
That was close.
That's one of those ones where you need to do over.
This nigga
As
tripping,
previously
bro.
reported, Williams would go on to question why the Queens rapper would cross him after they appeared to be cool. You see, months before 50 Cent's comments about Williams would air, Williams would feature as a guest celebrity at 50's weekend celebration called Humor and Harmony, which looked to have been an event to showcase the level of star power 50 plans to bring Shreveport, Louisiana. So more than likely, if this was a favor to 50 from Katt, it could have rubbed Katt the wrong way when 50 would crack jokes about his fight with a teenager in 2016 in front of people that may not even be Katt's friends. That particular interview with 50 Cent and Andrew Schultz has gotten nearly 6 million views. Now, in response to how he has been feeling about
So look, y'all, that's ugly. 6 million views, man. I mean, that's just a lot, though. You know what I'm saying? Of just somebody like, wait, trashing you. On something that happened a long time ago. I remember this shit, y'all. I remember it very well. And Katt was, boy, oh boy, man, they was on his ass even when it happened. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he went through the storm. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, bro, for 50 to bring it back up again, right? For all the newcomers, right? That see Katt in all his glory and everything, what he is now, right? For this nigga just to bring up some dog ass shit like that, y'all, he a cold nigga, bro. Roy, like you said, 50 is very petty, bro.
50 Cent, Williams would go on to shout in his special, "You got a head like a square. You would cross me? Only 2 square-headed men that made it in Hollywood. You and Herman Monster." On Wednesday, 50 Cent would take to social media and respond. Over on his Instagram, while resharing the joke, 50 would caption, "Damn Katt shooting at me? That's my man. All right, I'm taking a break before I don't have no friends. Okay, I got a box head. It's cool." Now, what is interesting is that just before this post, 50 would reshare the original report by Hype Plus after taking the post down. He would go on to write, "Katt think I set him up in Shreveport. He was talking to Dave Chappelle backstage and didn't see Michael Blackson hit the stage. I think he said he smoked crack or he was a crackhead. That's why he mad at me. LOL." Now, to 50's point, Katt and Michael Blackson have had their issues in the past, but appeared to have kept things professional as the two would share the Wildin' Out stage a few years ago amid their supposed beef. So it's hard to think that Blackson being in Shreveport with many other celebrities is the exact reason why. So until we find out directly from Williams, it's still in question on why he has issues with 50 Cent, but we're certain 50 bringing up one of Katt's most embarrassing moments as laughing material for Andrew Schultz may be the reason. So let's talk about it more in the comments below. Do you think 50 Cent, who is not a comedian, crossed the line in his friendship with Williams by apparently making jokes about him months after Katt would come to support his event? And for more news in comedy, culture, and sports, be sure to subscribe here.
And yes, he's definitely out of pocket. 50's definitely out of pocket. Actually, too much out of pocket, bro. He just did an event with you prior, and then you come out and do something like that, bro. Like you trying to damage, you know what I'm saying, his character. Like, what's the reason behind that? Real snakish, you know what I'm saying? And we be seeing what's crazy. It's like when I see it, it's like, damn. But like being on the net and seeing how these motherfuckers be moving on the net, nothing really surprises me anymore. Like the snake moves and the playing in the face and the lion be crazy. Hey, The lying be crazy in the YouTube streets, bro. Like lying for no reason, then lying about that lie, bro, to like bring it back around on your ass. You feel me? It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. So I'm 50 Cent is a raccoon. 50 Cent is a fucking piece of work, B. He's a piece of work. He's a piece of work. And that's why I can't, wait to see how this little back and forth is going to go. I think it's going to get a little ugly. And then I think it's just going to go ahead. They're going to kind of kill it. You know what I'm saying? And fade it. You know what I'm saying? But something behind it, bro, with 50. Something behind it. 50, Roy, you said 50 Cent was at them Diddy parties. Yeah, he was. I know he's been the one. And we'll know because if he has, Katt gonna bring that shit up. Even if it may be a lie, Rose. What's up with it, landlord?
What's happening with it, man? What's up with it? My bad. I don't even know what your subject about. And when I asked for the link and all the shit, my daughter had called and we trying to set up her 30th birthday in Thailand and shit. But
okay.
Do your thing. I came on bragging a little bit.
That's what's up, bro. It's all good. This is a chill night anyway. That's why I wasn't tripping.
Yeah. I'm in my children's live and shit. You know how folks will get. But go ahead, do your thing. Like I said, I don't even know what the subject matter is.
Yeah, I was just talking about just how Katt Williams and 50 got into it. You know what I'm saying? Just
I didn't know.
Yeah, out of nowhere, bro. Like, 50 just started, going on interviews talking about Katt Williams when he had that fight with the little 15-year-old.
Yeah. Did you see Katt Williams' new little thing on Netflix?
No, and he's talking about 50 in that.
That's why they came. Yeah.
So I gotta watch it, bro. That's what I was telling the audience right now.
So
it just came out.
New, yeah. It just came out yesterday and shit. Yep. And 50 saw that shit too, where the nigga cloud the nigga and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a back and forth for real, bro. Yeah, and they both some cold, petty motherfuckers, bro. So it's gonna.
That was funny.
It's gonna be a good one.
I'm not gonna say the whole thing is funny like that, but it was funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out tonight, man. For sure.
I had went to during the Super Bowl weekend last weekend.
Right.
I went to the Dave Chappelle show at the Chase Center and shit. And I probably was the only person who had their phone up in there. And I recorded footage to where I wouldn't put it out because I think they would come after me and shit because I did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a footage of showing that I was there and shit.
How was the show?
Oh, man. Mother. Nigga. His first two, whoever the first two dudes he had come out was whack as fuck.
Oh, and the openers.
Sway came out there, talking that town shit and all the shit. And E40 and Too Short came out and all the shit doing the show. And then Darnell Rollins came out, Bill Burr.
Was Young Bari performing there?
No, he had Guacamole.
Okay, he was somewhere else at a different Super Bowl thing. Okay.
Yeah. But no, the Chappelle show, the shit started at 7 and that shit ended at 11:30.
Oh, they was rocking.
Nigga, it was rocking. And it was sold out.
I'm pretty sure my nigga Purple Ant was there in attendance. I gotta get on Instagram, man, and see. I know he was deaf. He probably was on stage with them motherfuckers.
Hey, I was
and it was in the town.
It was at Chase Center in Frisco.
Oh, in Frisco.
It was in Frisco. So, man, believe me, when I say I was the only person in there with my phone, I was the only person in there with my phone. some stuff I didn't record because I didn't want nobody to rat me out and then get me kicked out there, motherfucker.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
You know, so I didn't do that. And I understand because I think it's gonna be a new thing for Netflix and shit too.
That was the next thing I was gonna ask you. You think maybe it was some recordings for, like, you know what I'm saying, a special?
Yeah. I think it's the next Netflix special and shit that's coming for him. So
that's what's up.
That shit was live, nigga. That shit was live, nigga. For real, that shit was live. I had a ball up in that motherfucker. And I know folks who work the bars and shit up in there, so man, my drinks was free.
Oh yeah, you was winning.
Drinks hot to the motherfucker up in there, but man, my drinks was free and shit. So, you know, it's all good.
Hell yeah.
But what's
it's always good to have some good connections, man.
Oh no, I do.
Hell yeah.
Well, what's up with it though, man? What's happening? What's happening with it?
Shit, man. Shit. Just that's about it, bro. Fucking I'm trying to get ready for this spring and all that, man. All my niggas, they getting right, bro. So like,
okay,
be kind of strong, you know what I'm saying? Kind of hitting the block. And then you know, my sister, she kind of killed the game with her. She just picked up something really, 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 really nice. Mr. Goddamn kind of, you know, got at her, but you know, I was just like, hey, you know, if the nigga want to do something with you, you know, it's good, but you know, letting the motherfucker get behind your will and all that, you know what I'm saying, and try to serve your shit or anything like that, that's out, bro. Because from what I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, my niggas, you know, I fuck with Frisco's Finest real tough.
Yeah.
They a car club out there in Frisco.
I didn't know.
Actually, my bad. Not Frisco's Finest. That's the low riding spot. But the 415. I fuck with 415 real tough. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of was getting at them, I guess, on doing a couple of things, because I know the cats he fuck with in Stockton when he be in Stockton doing them posts at that one shop. Yeah, that's Gadget Shop.
I didn't know the nigga was that young though. I thought the nigga was a whole lot older than what he is and shit.
I don't know how old he is, bro, to be honest with you.
Man, I done heard the nigga like about 28.
I would think he wouldn't be no more than about like 30 something, though. I didn't think he was gonna really be too much older than that.
Was in his 40s, bro. I thought the nigga was
in his 40s. I didn't think he was in his 40s. I didn't think that.
I thought he was in his
because
40s.
he showed throwbacks of himself, and they wasn't really that long ago. You know what I'm saying? And he was like in like high school and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I thought the nigga was in his 40s. But I don't have no Instagram and none of the other shit. So
yeah, I got all that bullshit.
I see, you know, I just see what these niggas, you know, what he doing. I thought the nigga was in his 40s.
Yeah, nah. But his thing is always kind of like serving the whip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he got handles. I'm not denying that. But the thing is, bro, is
see, I haven't even seen that. I just see the nigga drive up and pull up and say, hey, I'm out here in East Oakland. And
well, it depends on what vehicle he's in. So like if he's in a van or something like that, you know, with slap or whatnot.
I ain't seen him serve nothing. I ain't never seen him serve
nothing.
Well,
that's his main thing.
Really?
Oh yeah, okay. That's his main thing. So like you know, he'll pull up in somebody's shit and like he'll whip it, and then he, you know, gets out and talk his shit, you know what I'm saying? But like he does things with like Marshawn Lynch and shit too, but he's not serving his car though. Marshawn will be in the passenger seat, and Rich did one too with him, Richie Rich, but he's not serving their car though. He'll let them he'll let them drive.
Yeah,
right.
He's just mobbing up. Yeah.
But the thing is, though, is from what I'm hearing, is kind of when he got at my sister, he was kind of telling her like, hey, you know, kind of complimenting her on the whip, and was like, hey, I'm a show you things in that motherfucker you ain't never seen done before. So that's already.
So he flirting with your sister at the same time.
No, what he's talking about is serving the whip in his video.
Yeah, but he flirting with her at the same time doing the shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't really take it as really him trying to flirt with her or nothing like that. I'm taking it more as, you know what I'm saying, he like, because she's a girl, bro. So you know he like, nigga,
so I'm a part of it, and you trying to smile her shit. And it's like, come on, man.
Well, he knows she ain't got no handles like what he got.
But at the same time, nigga, I don't want my shit to be served like that.
Well, I told her that. Period. She already on that. Yeah. But when she told me, right,
to be served like that. Hey,
hell no, nigga.
We alienating your guests right now because they don't understand the lingo that we got going on right now.
Well, you know, basically, this motherfucker, he do some sideshow type activity, y'all, like people that do donuts and all that. And he's real big in social media, you know what I'm saying?
He trying to smile the fuck out of her shit.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, my sister ended up, you know, getting something real hot and fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know, I posted it on Instagram and she made a little post and then kind of some people done seen the shit and it got back to him, you know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, though, when your shit clean, nigga, ain't got to be served. You ain't serving them other niggas shit.
Well, the thing is Rich and them, they ain't gonna allow that, bro. Because look, this is like my nigga from 415 said, right? He was like, hey, bro, he got at us a few times trying to do a video with our cars, but we told him, nigga, we ain't fucking with you like that. You gonna fix my shit if you end up fucking blowing a rod or some old bullshit while you trying to do your thing for the video?
Yeah. And my question is this: where's this nigga from? I don't even know where this.
He's from like down south or something, bro. So but he's really been he's been in Oakland these last few years really tough. Like they really like embraced him and he's embraced Oakland.
That's
you know
crazy.
What I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So he like I'm so you know, you live out there. I'm surprised you ain't ran across the nigga, bro. Like he's everywhere.
I don't really
he's everywhere out there
like that, but it's like I didn't know. I thought the nigga was from the town because of the shit that he was doing.
Yeah, because he stays doing content in Oakland, bro, and Stockton. He stay at Gadget Shop, bro, in Stockton, bro.
Really?
Gadget he do a lot of people's shit when it comes to the LS swaps and everything. No, he's not. No.
Damn. Jocking this shit out here, and you so
what's up, Tay Bay?
Nigga, this shit out here is better than that dunk shit that y'all got going on down south. No,
hey, come on, dog. Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? I roll a Delta. We ain't dunk, but I'm in that category, though. We ain't gonna just disrespect the motherfucking dunk around here, bruh.
But nigga, dunks is with that's nigga.
Look, I really like that. I could respect the dunk
between dunks and old schools.
I agree. I agree.
A big difference,
especially coming from the Bay Area, because what we old schools is 6'8" and all kind of shit like that, like Larks and Falcons and Stangs and Cutlasses and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't, too many big whips like that. But if you go to the EPA side, then you've seen a lot of boxes and delts and shit like that. They was big on that because when I pulled up with my Delta, everybody thought I was from fucking EPA.
The Deltas, 88s, and all that shit, that was here too. That was here too.
No, hell yeah. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But I'm saying though, like growing up, I remember growing up, the main things was 6'8" and shit like that, bro. Larks, Cougars, Stangs, you know what I mean? That was the old school mob. Like I had a 7 deuce fastback, bro. Cutlass. Hey. And I was hella mad at it because I wanted a Supreme, but now that I think about it, people respect the fastback more than the Supreme because they clone them into the 442.
I'm gonna go put up one of my old schools that I had up as my thing instead of the L one time. When I come back, the next time I come back over here, I'm gonna put that up on here.
Yeah, but do that.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Folks forget, I'm real East Oakland, I'm real town shit. Niggas don't talk about the Novas that niggas used to ride. Man, I go so far back. This new shit that's going on, I get it. I understand it. But man, I'm from the real old school shit where original rallies or original whites.
Yeah, I come from that.
That's where I come
look,
from.
Rallies in the winter, gold ones in the summer, my nigga. Straight up, bro. Like you had to have a set of rallies and they had to be clean, bro. They was matching whatever your interior top was, your rallies was owning, dog. Like straight up, my nigga. What's up with it, Shane?
Flat caps. all that shit. I'm with all, man. My 7-4 colors,
nigga, Dunlops, nigga, white letters, nigga, don't play with me, bro.
My 7-4 colors, and I sold that shit for the cheap, not knowing how old schools will be right now. And I'm gonna end up getting me another.
I did some stupid shit too, man.
I did some shit. I sold it to
I did some stupid shit too, because these cars go for a motherfucker now.
Nigga, this shit has been crazy, dog. But Riggs, we could talk base shit all the time. I came up here to just say what's up and shit and everything.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure, man. I appreciate you.
You know, I just came up here to say what's up, man. You know, I fucks with you and all the shit and everything. And I'm about to slide because, you know, it's that weekend. So,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, man, do your thing, man. Shit, hopefully next year, man, I'll be doing like what you doing this year. You feel me?
Yeah.
A nice little something, you know what I mean? Shit, bro. Y'all won't see me on this.
Weekend.
Y'all won't see me online.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna really be online.
Exactly. It's that weekend.
Shit,
So, you know.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all good, Pippin, man. I'm
Off top, man.
bro.
You enjoy your night, man.
You already know what it is. You do the same.
For sure. So yeah, y'all. You know, that was Landlord. You know what I mean? The link is out there, but now I can finish, you know, what I was doing. Cause like I said, this is a chill night, y'all. This fuck it up Friday. I ain't tripping, man. I kind of just was like, man, I want to holler at my peoples, bro. See what's going on. There's a lot of shit going on. Y'all know what's going on. So I was just like, man, let me just chop it up with my people. Keisha up in the chat talking about box shelves. Hey, you know, Keisha, that's what it be out here, man. A lot of box shelves, man. Like I was telling Landlord, you know, back in the days, you know, like the early 90s and shit. East Palo Alto was really big on like box shelves, deltas and shit, like square bodies like that. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you can know where people were from with the kind of old schools they was riding. Like if you was in Frisco, you would see a lot of Larks. They was big on Larks. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of Larks, man. Buick game tough. Oakland was big on Falcons and Stangs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real big on that though. Even to this day, Oakland is really big on Mustangs, man. If you into Mustangs and all that shit, you will run across a few dope ass Mustangs out there. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know, me growing up, you know, I did have some fast shit. I had a 7 Deuce Cuddy. I had a 7.4 Monty. That wasn't no fast shit, but it was clean. I liked my Monty, man. I had a 7.4 Monte Carlo, but it didn't have the swivel seats. I wish I had the swivel seats. I had a 7 Deuce Chevy long bed. You know what I'm saying? I love that truck. Had a hell of a motor done in it. Had the cam, the shift kit, all that shit in there. The truck sounded like it was finna cut off. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to the Good Guys show in Pleasanton and like buy shit for my truck, like chrome bezels and shit for like the inside. Cause the 7 Deuce, they're hella easy to fucking like buy shit for. Hold on, we got Landlord back. What's up with the Landlord?
My bad. You talked about the Monte Carlo. The 7 Deuce Monte Carlo was.
I had a 7.4.
Yeah, you had a 7.4. But
and you're talking about the 7 Deuce? Yeah, that's a different body style too.
Yeah.
I love that motherfucker, dog.
Hey man, I'm trying.
My boy had one, dog, with 2 15s in it, man.
Nigga.
Fuck.
Goose,
that body was hard, bro.
Look, the StreamYard is a goose. Nigga, the 7 Deuce goose. You had to look up and see it.
Yeah. Fuck.
I'm about to jump back down, but yeah, you
Off
had
top.
to look up and see it. 7 Deuce goose, nigga.
Hell yeah.
I fucked with you. It's all good, man.
For sure. But yeah, y'all, that was Landlord again. But yeah, you know, like I would pull up to the Good Guys show, man, and you know, I was a young nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the white boys, you know, that's they shit, bro. Good Guys show, like you see a lot of hot shit over there. You know what I'm saying? These white boys, like the older dudes, bro. Like I'm a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pulling up in a 7 Deuce fucking long bed Chevy truck. My shit was lowered. It wasn't on rallies, but it was like on some dope ass mags, and I had like some white letters on there, chunky tires in the back. and they was still kind of chunky in the front, but my back was chunky. And the motor sounded like it was gonna cut off, bro. Cause my cam, it was a nice cam in there. You know what I'm saying? My nigga built my shit, bro. Shout out to my niggas, man. They built my motor, bro. You know what I'm saying? And my shit was sounding like oh, nigga, my shit was talking, bro. They call that shit like popcorn now, right? And then I had a shift kit. Everybody knows about the BM shift kit. I had a trans shift kit. Okay. And I had my shit done, you know what I'm saying, at Mike's Transmissions. My homeboy, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace, Lil D. All he did was have fast shit, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, bro, when you get your tranny done, I recommend you go there. So I went there, dude took the spring out the tranny and all kind of shit, replaced some shit. Just without me even punching my shit was chirping. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm in drive and I take off from a light, when I go into second gear, the back of my tires is chirping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My shit was barking, my nigga. You know, it was a truck, so I ain't got no weight in the back. I'm dancing back there. So, you know, had definitely my share, you know what I'm saying, of some dope ass hot shit. Then I had the Suburban, you know what I'm saying, same year, 3-door. Love that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Put the same motor that was in my 7 Deuce truck long bed into the Suburban, bro. Man, that motherfucker. I'm about to leave. The youngster know what he's talking about. I ain't that young, man. You got me by a couple years. God damn, you know what I'm saying? But I do definitely feel you, man. You know, growing up, man, back in the days was dope, man, especially with the car shit. That's one thing that I do really love and appreciate is just the car game, man. It was all in our music and everything. If you just listen to old school fucking Bay Area music, y'all, and what they're talking about, that's real shit. The cars hitting the ways, all the whoopty whoops, like that was real, bro. Real shit. I got stories, man, that's colder than a motherfucking blizzard in Alaska, bro. But I can't really speak on it, man. But it was just some real shit going on back then. We got landlord again. What it do?
Man, I got one last story.
Go ahead.
Last story. When you talk about the skirt, you know, the stick shift shit.
Yeah.
You know, I had a Datsun 210.
Mm-hmm.
And Datsun 210 was only a 4-cylinder. But
right.
I had 4 6x9s in that motherfucker. My shit was slapping. And
were they Pioneer?
I used to, of course, Pioneer. Okay. Niggas, you already know.
Come on. You already know. Go ahead.
You already know. They didn't make them like that.
Come on, man. Hey, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Put some by-9s back there. You thought some motherfuckers had some 10s or 12s back there. Boy, hey, you ain't lying.
My 4 sounded like 12s, nigga.
That's a fact.
You couldn't believe that.
That's a fact.
So I used to have the Datsun 210. And I didn't have a skirt. So what I used to do, I used to go in reverse at about 50 miles an hour and drop that motherfucker in drive just so I could get a skirt.
Man, I should throw my shit in neutral and slap it in drive, bro, so I can get that. Yeah. Killing my transmission, bro. It was a young, dumb nigga, but hey, I was like, nigga, I'm finna burn rubber like these niggas, bro. Then I found out how to do a brake stance, but I was like, that was my first way of doing it. I throw my shit in neutral, nigga, and yeah, I throw it in drive. Yeah.
Nigga, I used to be, I done been in so many side shows in that little motherfucker to where I changed the rules in certain places. But that's all I came up here to say.
Off top, man.
When you said the shift kit, I'm like, oh yeah, nigga, everybody used to be able to, if you knew how to drive a stick, especially if you knew how to drive a stick.
I started off driving on a stick.
And you knew how to make that motherfucker go skirt.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to cut. We too deep West Coast right now and shit. You know. Let's get back
Northern Cali style though. This is that Northern Cali game.
Yeah. This is the up top shit. It's all good, man. It's all
off
good.
Top.
Bro.
Off top.
It's all good.
All right, you be good, man. So yeah, y'all, that was landlord again. So we're gonna get into the other part, you know, which was Bob Reiner, and it was just an update, y'all. So I know y'all remember talking about Rob Reiner and, you know what I'm saying, his son, you know, basically unaliving him and his wife. They went to a party, you know, Conan O'Brien, you know what I'm saying, from the Late Show, dude with the, you know, red hair, cool dude, man. I used to watch him back in the days. Fucked with him. Rob Reiner and his son, his wife, you know, went to a Conan, you know what I'm saying, party and shit. And the son got to really kind of, you know, tripping out. And basically, you know what I'm saying, embarrassed the hell out of fucking Rob, and to the point where, you know, he told the son, hey, man, never again, bro. Basically, they already had priors. He let him back in his house, you know what I'm saying, because they had issues before, and Rob put him out the house, bro. Like, you just kind of doing too much, man. Well, the thing is the dude got issues, man. He's got mental issues, you know what I'm saying, real, like, mental problems. And I can kind of see where Rob's coming from, you know what I'm saying, because that is his son. You don't want to just throw somebody out like that on the streets, but, you know, he is a millionaire. And there is places, you know what I'm saying, that can treat and take care of it. I think that's what he was doing, right? But then I guess it got to the point where, you know, I don't know if him and his son, you know, were just having good conversations and kind of mending shit. And he was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? You come on back to the house, you know what I'm saying? We're going to try to make this shit work. I think the son was also doing like drugs and shit too, though, you know what I'm saying? So I think that might have impacted some things. So long story short, you know, they went to that fucking, you know, party at Conan's, you know, and things would left. They end up leaving the party later on that night, you know what I'm saying? Rob and his, you know, wife end up being unalive. You know, it was just the son there, you know what I'm saying? No forced entries or anything like that. The daughter stayed across the street. It was just a really wild situation, you know what I'm saying? They got the son, you know, walking around, you know, with a backpack, you know what I'm saying? You know, cameras everywhere. So, you know, they got him, you know, leaving out of gas stations and shit on foot. You know, he ain't in no car. You know what I'm saying? On foot, you know, just footing it, you know what I'm saying? Wilding. So they end up picking him up, you know what I'm saying? And I guess they've been throwing some charges at him. So what the update is, you know, the most recent update that I've got is from about a month ago. And basically, you know, I guess he had a couple of court dates, you know what I'm saying? So they speak on the court dates and everything. Instead of me speaking on the court dates, I got a clip. So we're going to be able to watch the clip, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to definitely break it down better than me. I just kind of ran across it, you know what I'm saying, before I went live, because I was just going to do the cat thing. And then I remember, I think it was Liz. If it wasn't Liz, it was ATL, but I think it was Liz. And she asked me about the Reiner case. I was like, you know what, man, let me type it up and see if there's any updates on it. Because I remember talking about it. When she spoke on it in my comments, I didn't really know what she was talking about. And then when I typed it up, I was like, oh, Rob Reiner. So this one's for you. So we're going to go ahead and get into that and, you know, see what's going on. But also what I found out too, and we're going to get into that, is that also when I told you he had like some mental issues, that might be coming into play in these court proceedings. So let me go ahead, get to my screen share. Let me see which one it was, y'all. Okay, I think it might be. I hope it might be. I think it might be this one. Yeah. So let's try it. Here we go, y'all.
Parents, Hollywood legend Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. But TMZ says that there's some critical evidence that could result in a not guilty verdict from a potential jury. Here to break down the latest details is team.
Okay, that's not it. That's not it, y'all. So hold on. I grabbed the wrong one. I thought I was grabbing the right one. But it was the wrong one. Okay, let's try this again, y'all. Let's see. This one. Okay, I think this is it. Let's go.
This is a social media post from a TMZ. It says LAPD releases Nick Reiner arrest photos in murders of Rob and Michelle Reiner. This comes as Los Angeles police set to present a case to prosecutors today following Nick's arrest in the killings of his parents. Joining us now to discuss this with the live report is Mario Ramirez over at Fox 11 in Los Angeles. Mario.
Hi, Carell. Good morning to you. We know charges have not yet officially been brought against 32-year-old Nick Reiner. We can tell you 24 hours ago, we were at the home in Brentwood where Rob and Michelle were stabbed to death. They were discovered Sunday afternoon, and we know that this morning, Nick is expected to appear in court here downtown. As early as this morning, we're still waiting for those official charges, which should come as early as this morning. Now, police say their youngest son, Nick Reiner, is now the focus of this murder investigation. It'll soon be in the hands of prosecutors. Authorities confirming the 32-year-old was arrested.
I was about to say, so Nick is the one all the way to the right, y'all, next to the young lady. So he's the one that's on the right if you're looking at the screen, and I think they're about to zoom in on him.
Sunday night on suspicion of stabbing both his parents to death inside their Brentwood home. The couple, Rob Reiner, 78, and Michelle Singer Reiner, 68, found dead Sunday afternoon by their daughter, Romy, according to reports from TMZ. And Nick wasn't at the house when police arrived. Detectives believe
and again, the daughter stays across the street. Okay, so she walks out of her front door, mailbox, crosses the street, Reiner house. Let's go.
He left sometime after the attacks, and the night before, he was seen at a holiday party, Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, where an argument reportedly broke out between father and son. And we know that Nick's struggle with addiction and mental health issues has been apparent for years. Meanwhile, TMZ also reporting that after that argument Saturday night, Nick checked into.
Okay, y'all. So like I said, he does have mental issues. And like I said earlier, you know, I think he was also on some type of drugs, and they're going ahead and they're confirming that the guy had an addiction. So to have an addiction and be on some shit, and I don't think it was any weed, and your mind's already on some other, bad combination, bro.
To a Santa Monica hotel early Sunday morning before the attacks, and he was taken into custody eventually Sunday night around 9:15. So, Carell, we can tell you that Nick is currently in custody. He's being held at the Twin Towers Correctional Facility, which is just down the street from the courthouse. And as we wait for those official charges from prosecutors, we can tell you that he is on suicide watch. We learned that early this morning, and initially he was being held on $4 million bail. That has now changed to being held with no bail as we wait for that case to be presented.
Holy smokes. So if you went from a $4 million bail, okay, to a no bail, man, it's cookies, bro. It ain't looking too bright. But don't let me talk too soon, though, y'all, because I do got another clip. Don't start this. Don't start that.
Did to the district attorney's office here in LA County. For now, live downtown, I'm Mario Ramirez. Carell, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Mario, thank you so much for that update. We'll be checking in with you later on today. Taking us back out to that social media post that I first showcased ahead of bringing Mario in. Again, TMC is saying that LAPD has released Nick Reiner arrest photos in the murders of Rob and Michelle Reiner. Now, the Reiners were outspoken advocates for liberal causes and major Democratic donors. And I also want to turn our attention to this as something else that was making headlines, which is the response that President Trump had on these murders that he posted to Truth Social. Taking a look here on your screen, actually,
I really don't give a fuck. I don't know if y'all do.
A very sad thing happened last night.
If you guys want to hear what Trump's view is on this whole situation, I just need 1-1 in the chat. If not, you know what I'm saying, we could just move on, because I really don't care to hear what Trump has to say about fucking this Rob Reiner thing. Thank you, Melanated. No more needs to be said. Okay, so to me, so now y'all, what I was telling y'all, right? So with that clip, which was a month ago, they were saying how they didn't really have, like, I guess, charges or whatever it kind of sounded like, but then they said, hey, we went from, what's up, Trucker's Wife? They went from 4 million bail to no bail. What's up, Stan? So that's wild, y'all. They got something. So this is the twist, right? I told y'all that he had you know, these mental issues and everything, y'all. So what comes with that is defense. What you mean by that, Rig? Dude ain't really in the right mind. You know, he may have some action at, you know, maybe not getting as much time or something as you would think. Thanks everyone for the 19 likes. God damn, I didn't even check the likes. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all got me at 19 likes, man. Can we get to 20? That'll be dope. If we can get to 25, that'll be great. But we got to hit that 20 first, man. I appreciate y'all. I got 19 likes up in this thing, man. Shout out to y'all. So that's the twist, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Which it sucks, man. Because let's just say this guy has a defense lawyer that works a twist, you know what I'm saying, because of his mental. We can't get too down on the guy because he has a mental problem, but fuck, bro, you know right from wrong, bro. In a certain way. Come on, man. We got to hold you to some fire, bro. You just fucking 86 two people, bro. And not just some random people. These is like your parents, bro. So if you're able to do something like that, then what else can you do in society, bro? You know, some people, bro, they're just, they're not needed, bro. It sounds crazy and out of pocket, but when you have loved ones that have to share this space in this world with these motherfuckers, man, and say it hits home, you'll have a different feeling on it. I just have the feeling on it before it happens, bro. Before it happens. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. But let's get to this last clip that I got. And this one is going to show y'all, man, how it could be possible that he may have some action, man. He may have some action. So let's see. Let's see what Harvey got to say about this. Where's my play button? There it goes.
The executive producer, Harvey Levin. Good morning to you, Harvey.
Okay, let me pause it real quick, though. Is it playing? Yeah, it's playing. Harvey looks kind of wild, y'all. Am I tripping, bro? I haven't watched TMZ's, man, probably in about like maybe 4 years or so. But looking at him, at his face, something's different. You know, this is Harvey Levin. I think that's how you would say his name, from TMZ's. I'm sure he's aged, but I don't know if it's the age, bro. It's something though. It to the point where I gotta see an older TMZ's because something's, his eyes, everything. Something ain't right, bro. Am I tripping, y'all? Or does Harvey look different? Fuck it. Let's get to it, man. I hope bro ain't, sick or anything, or I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's go.
Hey, Brian.
So TMZ is reporting that Nick Reiner was stable before a medication change. So what are your sources telling you about what went wrong after that change of medications was made?
Well, I have to back it up a bit. For years, Nick had undiagnosed a mental illness called schizoaffective disorder. And this is a really serious mental disease that has schizophrenia-like symptoms, including hallucinations and delusions, also has mood disorders like manias, severe depression. Around 2020, he was diagnosed, formally diagnosed, we're told, with schizoaffective disorder. And he was put on meds. And the meds were working. A month before the murders, doctors changed the meds. We know why, and you will see that in the documentary. And I think for many, it will shock you why they changed it. But it sent him off the rails, and he became increasingly erratic, dangerous. Rob and Michelle knew it. They saw it. They talked to people about it. They feared it, and it got worse and worse and worse. And a month after that happened, he killed Rob and Michelle. And I say he killed them because there's really not much of an issue here. He, we're told, is acknowledging what he did. He knows what he did. He does not understand why it was wrong because he is just still in this kind of delusional state. He doesn't understand why he's in.
Okay, I gotta pause it. This is what this is what gets me, right? So this guy can tell you he understands I killed them. Well, if you killed them, the definition of killing something, I would think, would be putting them in a position to where they're not here anymore. So then when you turn around and then say you don't understand why it was wrong, it doesn't sit well. How do you live your life this whole time? And you're not just unaliving things. I don't know if you have priors of animals. Usually I think that's how it starts off, maybe animals and stuff like that. And then, having an issue like, hey, I didn't know it was wrong. That's a crock of shit. I think you did know that it was wrong. But I also think that that you do have issues and you can play the game. You know what I'm saying? I think if you've been around this long and you didn't have an incident like that before, you knew right from wrong. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't, know how to diagnose anybody, but that just ain't really sitting well with me. And the thing is in the court systems and shit, what Harvey's saying, because I think Harvey is kind of like a lawyer or something, if I'm not mistaken. They can use those type of things, man, make things a little bit, easier for their client when it comes to these type of situations, using their mental and having them going ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is how we going to play it. Just like how I got clips, they tell them to stick to the script. You know what I'm saying? Like, period, bro. And I'm pretty sure he will, because he knows his life is on the line. Like the lives he just took, he knows his life is on the line. So I'm pretty sure you'll know right from wrong with your life, right? But let's see what Harvey got to say, man. If I even made any sense to y'all, I don't know. I'm just saying.
In jail right now, he thinks there's a conspiracy against him that landed in jail. And so the meds still aren't right. But when his former lawyer got up and said he's going to be found not guilty, that's code for not guilty by reason of insanity.
So, Harvey, where does this case stand right now from a legal standpoint? Because I believe I understand one of his lawyers actually left his defense.
Yeah, Alan Jackson, who was his lawyer, withdrew from the case. A public defender now has it. My guess, and I think it's a good one, is that there will be another private attorney who comes into the case.
Whoa. So this guy talking is a fucking public defender in a murder case? Yeah, he's definitely going to get a private lawyer back, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's continue.
We are told right now he's incompetent to stand trial. He literally cannot understand the nature of what's going on, can't assist in his defense. I also think that's going to change once his meds get right and they stabilize him. So ultimately, I think there will be a trial here. But right now, we're told he's just incompetent to stand trial.
And Harvey, where can our viewers find this documentary later tonight?
So there it is there, y'all. You heard it from Harvey. You heard it from the public defender saying, hey man, he's gonna get found not guilty, bro. This dude ain't fucking competent. He's all over the place. Sad shit, bro. So, you know, if that happens, where do you get the justice in that, man? Where do you get the justice in that, man? So there goes the link, y'all. I'm going to take a dab, drop a song real quick. What it do, Shakim Ra, man? What it do? Dendera. Give me a quick dab in, man. And then if anybody want to hit the link, man, y'all slide through. If not, that's cool. I just wanted to chop it up with y'all, man, one time, man. Put something else out there than what y'all been seeing. Touch up on an update. You know, shout out to the 23 people I got up in here. You know, like I say, man, all I want, it went down to 19. Well, hell, I had it. I had 23. But like I said, man, you know, as long as I get my 10, yeah, melanated, I'm finna get on it. Oh, shit, it jumped to 21 again. As long as I get my 10, man, that's a win for me, man. And let me see where y'all got me on the likes right now. Jackie said like 21 or something. Okay, mine says 20. But if Jackie says she sees 21, hey, I'm going to go with the 21, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go with the 21. So, yeah, the link is out there, y'all. I'm going to play my smoke song real quick, bro. Get one in. And you know what I'm saying? I'll be right back. Here we go.
I got to watch my back because these motherfuckers.
I race about the house, it's 8 o'clock. I whistle down the street till my niggas on the block. But before I strike, I have to go inside my trunk and put away the thing in case I got some funk. I mash up to the west side just to get some doja. A little spot called West Night, deep in Santa Rosa. I pull into the Cracker Jacks and let my system thump. A message to the dank man, I'm looking for a swap. Plans are getting zesty, plus I'm fully dressed shit. Never one thought of tonight being tested. Striking down link, now I'm headed for Minto. Turn on the college, now I'm sitting in my love, smoking Indo.
Sitting in my love, smoking Indo. I heard I got some in, so I'm feeling kinda cold, bro. Hit the liquor store and now it's back onto the track. I got to watch my back because these motherfuckers jack. I'm curving up that ENJ, but player, I ain't tripping. A nigga with a 30-round clip thought I was slipping. I left the fully go, shot his ass through the dirt. Now I'm lounging like a pimp in the club, still smoking Indo.
Sitting in my low, smoking Indo. At a stoplight when some fool stuck a 9 in the window. Reached under the seat for my pistol. My hand was on the Glock, it was cocked, but I couldn't find my clip, bro. I looked around and seen someone else, a young ass nigga with a go-to. They yelled out, break yourself, so much for a black man to do. Either smoke this motherfucker quick or else I'm through. But I ain't tripping, he can't get away scot fear. I looked in his eye, teared a pit, I wasn't thinking too clear. I should have been up out of there, but what should I do with the book? I shot him to it through the gat in the truck. I matched up to the bay and dumped the Glock, the Mac, and all that junk. You know, yeah, the Glock, the Mac, and all that junk. The next morning at 8, the police came to snatch my ass. I tried to run too late, but they caught me before I made my dash. On got me in the street, threw me in the car, took me to the jail, stripped the search and locked me down, and wouldn't even set me bail. So I'm sitting in a holding cell stressing. Let this be a lesson, killing ain't no profession. Shit, the DA's trying to take me for a ride. Shot me a deal, 15 to life, double homicide. My dump truck defendant said it beats the chair. I call my mama every day and cry, it ain't fair. Now I'm wondering how the hell did they find me? Got my prints off a shell at the scene of the crime, G. Now my life is a wreck. I wanna hang from the tier with a sheet wrapped around my neck. Everything goes black and it gets silent. This is the result of black on black fly. You know, black on black.
Sitting in my house smoking Indo. I think I got some in, so I'm feeling kinda cold, bro. Hit the liquor store and now it's back onto the track. I got to watch my back because these motherfuckers jack. I'm burning off that E&J, but prayer I ain't tripping. A nigga with a 30-round clip thought I was slipping. I let the bullet go and shot his ass through the dirt. Now I'm lounging like a pimp in the cut, still smoking Indo.
Still smoking.
Still smoking Indo.
Still smoking. Still smoking. Yeah, though.
Still smoking Indo.
Yeah, though. DJ 6, I'm still puffing on that weed, man.
Still smoking Indo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still smoking Indo.
Hey, when he said he went to drop off the Glock, the Mac, and all that junk, old school Bay words, y'all. Y'all know the meaning of junk? That's Hubbas. Bass rocks. That's crazy, man. Shout out to Ray Love, man. Man, I love the era, bro. Back then, Tupac was around real tough in the Bay back then. He was around Ray Love a lot. Ray Love's a hitter, y'all. Y'all ever want to hear some good ass, dope ass, Bay Area rap? Ray Love, Forever Hustling, great album. Check it out. Go on YouTube. It's on there. Whole album. But the link's out there, y'all. If y'all want to come up, I'm going to give you about, 10 minutes, see if somebody hit the link. I just threw it out there again. I'm living vicariously through you, BR. Vibing low, yeah. I'm lit, y'all. I took a nice ass dab before I started. You know what I'm saying? That shit threw me through a sweat. That's when you know it's when that shit start throwing you through a sweat like that, y'all. I'm not trying to get y'all on one like I'm promoting this shit. But I showed it to y'all, though. I showed you what it looked like. That's what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Your boy be on. That good old concentrate. This shit'll set you straight. And the thing is, I used to be a cold ass nigga, bro. Like, still a little bit sometimes, but like, I don't really smoke too much flower. I kind of dab. Like, I used to be bad. I used to buy like a box of Swishers and shit every week, bro. That's like 60. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was just always smoking, rolling up. But that's a lot of tree though, too, when you think about it, right? And then I started like smoking out of my bunk, right? Like when y'all seen me when I first came around and I was smoking like out of my bunk, y'all was like, what is that? What is he smoking out of? Like, y'all thought it was like a bong when it was bamboo and shit. I started smoking out of that, chopping my weed down, you know what I'm saying? Smoke on that shit all day. Like the same amount for like a nice blunt, you know what I'm saying? You smoke on that shit all day. Then, that dabbing started coming out the wax and shit, right? And motherfuckers was doing that shit, but they was having badass experiences though. Motherfuckers was like passing out and all kind of shit. And I remember when I first got on it, that shit was killing a nigga, bro. But then my tolerance got a little bit better and I was good. But even when I do it now, you know what I'm saying? That shit'll put a nigga to sleep, bro. Because that's all I do. But the thing is, you know, I used to smoke and shit a lot, even when I'd be like on the road. I smoke. Even sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I'll pull off, you know what I'm saying, roll up and smoke. But I try not to like smoke in the whip like I used to, you know what I'm saying? But I like to dab because it don't leave no smell, you know what I'm saying? So even like when I go to like hotels and shit, right? And they be tripping, bro. And I used to be pissed because like even going outside, they trip. So I'd always have to like go to the whip or something and smoke it and come back up in the room. You know what I mean? It was stupid, bro. Because none of them had like a smoking room. So I couldn't get away with it for nothing. I couldn't really do the bathroom thing or nothing because, you know, the weed be kind of loud. You know what I mean? So when I started dabbing, though, I wasn't leaving no smell and I was getting high as hell. I was like, man, this is it, bro. And then when I be in the whip, man, I take a dab. I'm done data, you know what I'm saying? So just had the dispensary yesterday, man, and grabbed my wax, you know what I'm saying? So keep me cool for the next, you know what I'm saying, few days. I'll be high as a motherfucking kite, y'all. Oh, bullshit, you, man. Maya be like, man. She asked me one time, like, about some type of like cough type thing, you know what I'm saying? I looked that shit up. I was like, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. But like, I smoke a lot though, you know what I'm saying? So my throat be always kind of like a little fucked up, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always like kind of coughing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Cause like a nigga be choking his ass off, bro. Like, you know, I go off camera and shit for a few different reasons. For a few different reasons, because for one, the wax should look crazy. For two, to get the shit, you know, right, and with the torch, and it just don't look right. It ain't nothing that I would definitely be cammed up on, bro. Hell no. Nah. What? Absolutely not. And then for the third, the coughing shit is, because see, when I do it, y'all, like, there's different ways of doing it. Damn, I feel like I'm preaching this shit, but I'm just kind of just drop this little game. I told you I'm giving y'all 10 minutes, see if y'all come up. Melanated said the last time I dabbed, I fainted. I'm telling you, it happens. It happens. I know some females that tell me when they dab, like, you know, they damn near want to come up out their clothes. And I don't know freak shit or nothing like that, but it just makes you really hot. Like how when I started my show tonight, I took that dab and it just had me like sweating and shit, and I fogged up a little bit on my glasses because like I was hot as hell. What the hell? That ain't S3.
Yep, it's me.
What's going on with you, man?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm chilling, man.
Yeah. You're enjoying your life?
Yeah, man. I had fun, man. I was chilling. Everybody was chilling. You know what I'm saying? I had a good time, man.
That's good. I was in and out. So
there's a lot of shit going on,
Well, you know. Everybody has their fun with the people they like to have fun with. So everybody ain't for everybody. That's all. What's been going on with you?
Shit, I just been chilling, man. That's it. I'm just trying to get back into hitting the live a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? That's about it.
Yeah. Are you going to be coming like more structured?
I kind of want to, sincere, man. And I'm kind of thinking about maybe biting the bullet and maybe just getting the fucking StreamYard, because I kind of really like that virtual thing, man. Like, that shit's cool, man. Like, I be seeing Be Easy shit, man. I don't think I'll do like that, but that man, I seen he got like, I think one was like 16K or some shit on the goddamn. That virtual be cool as fuck. I don't even know why you don't do it, sincere.
Oh, you're
like,
talking about the vertical?
Yeah, the vertical. Wow, virtual.
Yeah, because I don't do it because I'm talking about the lower bottoms, and that's not appealing to the masses.
You don't think so though?
No, it's not.
Hmm.
The lower bottoms is not appealing to the masses. The only way you can deal with the lower bottoms is if they were like really famous, and then that would become now entertainment. So that's something different. Like the cheerleading circuit is just for the cheerleading circuit. These people be like, who are you talking about? I don't care about these people. You know what I mean? But if you're talking about world news or, just something that kind of transcends all peoples, then that would be different. Hi, Mustard.
What's going on with you, Stan?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening.
Just chilling, man. You at work?
I'm about to go to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Great topic, man. I love it. I put some stuff in the chat. But it's good for us to know, like, it happens every day. When we have family members and loved ones that go through mania.
Oh, like the Rob Reiner thing?
Yep. Yeah. I put in
but
like the medication change. What happens sometimes? Either the medical billing can't cover that particular medication, or they have run out of that medication and they use a generic form of the medication, which is not the same.
Do you think that guy's got a chance of getting off though, like Harvey was saying, though, Stan, because of that situation? Wow.
Yeah. This is the reason why. Also put in the chat, look up the Twinkie defense. The Twinkie defense happened in San Francisco. A guy, I don't know what the word, deleted Harvey Milk in San Francisco, and he
wasn't he a political guy or something?
Yeah, in San Francisco.
Yeah,
and it was because of, like he said.
Yeah, and he was openly gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that. Yep.
And it was called the Twinkie defense. So that mental health part, you're able to, get off. So it's possible.
Yeah, that'll be wild, bro.
It's possible, but it's been an ongoing issue for him. Which is crazy because he was on that show Victorious. He was the kid with that little ventriloquist dummy on the show, and my daughter loves that show.
What, the son was?
Yeah. I didn't know.
How did he act on the show? Did he act like he was normal?
No, I mean, that it's Nickelodeon, so I don't even know it's Nickelodeon. Growing up, my parents was like a Disney Channel parents. They didn't like Nickelodeon because kids were wild. Disney Network had parents to monitor their children. But yeah. So the mental health stuff, it happens, and especially now. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. People want to be depressed. And
you think Valentine's Day is a depressing day, Stan?
Oh, yeah. Man, remember I gave out the laws of finding a loved one, of finding your boo? There's a schedule to finding your boo. Shall I break it down, Big Rig?
Yeah, break it down one time, man.
All right. So everybody listen up. If you want to get a boo, deadline is Labor Day. That's your deadline. And here's the reason why. You get a boo by Labor Day, you have a boo by Halloween. You gotta get dressed up in the costumes and look cute together, take pictures.
You did run that one. I remember you saying that.
And people keep on forgetting, because then guess what? There's November, Thanksgiving. You have a boo. Now you could bring your macaroni and cheese. Nobody gonna ask you when y'all gonna get married. You're just starting out. Oh, wait a minute, there's Christmas. You go ahead and get a gift. And then 7 days later, you get a kiss. Because it's what? January 1st. Then if you're on good behavior, you come up to tomorrow, which is Valentine's Day. But if you don't like them, guess what? Get drunk on March 17th, get into an argument. But sometimes we break up to make up. Then come Easter, go as a family or united front to church. Now the tricky part, Are you gonna break up on Mother's Day? Because that's the time to break up, which is normally Mother's Day. Because in June, sundresses, everybody got a 6-pack. It's time to act like you don't know how to act and get at it. And that's my presentation on being single in these streets.
That's a cold presentation. Sincere, who's the crybaby?
You okay, Sincere?
Oh, it's nobody. Yeah, I'm fine. How you doing, Mustard?
I'm doing good.
Oh, you don't want to bring it out. Okay, I got you.
Uh-huh.
I said you don't want to bring.
Because it's not. It's you're talking about something totally different.
No,
So
okay,
I'm gonna
I
leave
got
it like that.
you.
What's going on with you? How you been?
I've been doing pretty good.
That's good. I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh yeah, I just been working. Also like some personal stuff that took place. My mother passed away over the summer.
But your mother passed away?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem. So I just
Wow, sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, it's on my page. I was just quiet about it, and then it still hurts, but
yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
But it did bring us closer as a family, so that was dope. It's kind of scary because we only got one aunt left.
Yeah.
So I lost 2 aunts this year or last year, and my mother. So we only got one of her sisters left.
Yeah. So you guys are protective of her?
Oh, big time.
She's happy. Yeah.
Big time. And
I'm sorry, Mustard.
Oh no problem. No problem. And my kid, she graduates this year, so it's stuff we look forward to.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I met my little sister because my father went ahead and made another baby.
So that's okay.
I'm gonna say this.
You're gonna be a good big brother.
Oh yeah. But it's crazy because these men in their 70s, they be like, you know what? Let me make another family.
Well, no.
It's crazy. I don't know.
Men are able to, produce until damn near they die. So, I mean, they can if they can take care. They can have as many children as they want.
They just go ahead and make it. My great uncle, he averaged 10 kids a year, and then from his wheelchair, he did 5.
So did he take care of all his children?
No.
That's the problem.
He never took it. It's sad. He had a daughter, a granddaughter, and a great granddaughter. They look like triplets.
Oh wow!
It was straight up copy and paste. And his secret was, all I do is drink orange juice and peanut butter. Ha 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 ha. I'm like, oh God.
So what is he? Is he Jamaican or West Indian or something? Like, what is he?
He's Haitian.
Oh, Haitian. Oh.
Yeah, he's Haitian. So he was my grandmother's baby brother.
Okay. So he's a true Hispanic.
Yeah. He just making kids. I'll call it like they making receipts.
Well, I mean, like if you're like Nick Cannon and you are producing children, and you could take care of all of them, then that's a different matter altogether.
Nick Cannon?
No, he's more like The Game. Because remember The Game said in that interview, he said like sometimes you see a lady and you just want to get her pregnant. She's so fine, you want to get her pregnant. That is a Latino. I don't want to say that. Can we? No, I don't want to say that out loud. That is the mindscape of a lot of people out here.
Yeah.
Because the same thing with my mother. He's like, yeah, I saw your mom, and it was me against the other guys, so I just had to make sure that I sealed the deal. And it took me decades to understand, like, sealed the deal, you asked her to get married? And he's like, look at you. I'm like, what he meant by that? And then it's...
Just being around forever, just never ending story, huh?
Yeah, when I met my little sister, he's like, I had to seal the deal, and it hit me. I'm like, oh, so you was purposely getting women pregnant so they can stay in a relationship with you?
He want to stick around. Like, nope. But some women will just, forget you. They'll leave with the baby and never see you again.
Yeah. But my mother, I mean, he's like, oh, she was Catholic. She was a good girl, and that was it. And I had to have her. And then He said I was a good kid. He had to have some more, and he's like,
You had
okay.
family members that were Catholic?
A lot of them are.
No shit.
Yeah,
he's
but we
Haitian.
left. But we left the Catholic Church because some people don't know what happened in the Catholic Church. A lot of people that was in the Catholic Church was also practicing voodoo, and so that's why my parents left.
I mean, were they surprised? I mean, I don't know why they were surprised.
No, that was because it's Catholic. It's Catholicism. Europe and voodoo. Because my parents are from the islands. Is something else. So it's conflicted interests. So that's why they left. That's what my mother told me. Like they left, but she never went
I
back
get
to it when we came
always.
to America.
I'm always confused when people like Christians are confused by witchcraft or what is perceived as witchcraft when they're practicing it all the time.
Well, it seems like to me, if it's us, it's witchcraft. Black. It doesn't matter. Well, black as an African, African American, Afro Latinos, Samoans, anything of our culture is considered dark. But yet we know so much about their culture, like the Greek gods. I'm like, how come that's not considered witchcraft?
Yeah, I don't know why they don't consider what they do witchcraft, and then cannibalism at that.
Yeah,
and the great majority of them are
Cannibalism.
yeah, cannibalism and pedos.
Oh, and also, we gotta say PDF for
Oh, PDFs
PDF. Yeah, but
and
also
rituals involving child sacrifice. Like it's all in Christianity, Catholicism, the papal bull, if you will.
yeah.
You're saying that's in there?
Yes.
Yeah, but the thing about Christianity, we don't read into it, and it's broken into two books. Like one is like the Torah,
Would
which
that
is
be like Old Testament or something?
that would be the Old Testament, and then you have the New Testament. But if you look at all the type of churches we have, they will stay with one chapter from the New Testament and not move anywhere else.
They would like to say it's paganism, but even to this day, it's still the rituals are still practiced. So, like when you take communion, what do you think you're doing?
Yeah, this is my
You're
body.
you're
This
eating
is my
somebody's
blood.
body and you're drinking their blood.
So when they do the bread chip and
Yeah.
grape juice or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah, the blood
symbolism. It's
and the
this is my
body.
blood. This is my body. It's
That's
supposed to be.
cannibalism.
Yeah.
So before they had the wafer in the juice, which by the way, if you go buy it, that's some good. That wine is some good wine. But
The
what do you think
Catholics
they
do
were?
have some good wine, though.
Yeah,
They have some good wine.
what were they doing before? Like what was the blood and what was the
Oh, so
body?
that was sheep blood. They had calves and sacrifice, but they didn't drink from it. If my understanding of it. But when Jesus did it in the Last Supper, it was symbolism, but they had wine. Now, if you go to a Catholic church, they do have wine, and you partake in I think it's called the Eucharist. And that went
But
to a nice. Oh,
if
go
you
ahead.
look up the history though, right? If the history of Christianity and paganism and the things that kind of predate it and what it was based off, you will see that most of those what they kind of like this practiced or designed themselves after were actually cults, right? Pagan cults, and they were practicing sex magic. They were
Would you
Sex
really
magic?
think? Yeah,
yeah,
it's Big Red.
yeah,
Now,
sex
I
magic.
know you married, but when you were single
I'm
out
not
in this
married.
world, are you not married? My bad. I
You
thought you were
said it like
married.
you were insulted. I'm not married.
I'm sorry,
No, but
Big Red.
I'm
I
just
thought you was
saying.
married. I thought you were married. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
So a lot of time for us guys, when you hit that bottom and she go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you just went ahead and you practice some voodoo. Ladies, when you got that grip and that snapper and he don't know what to do and he's stalking you, you went ahead and you practice some witchcraft. And then sometimes you see it when you break up with that person and they get your doppelganger. It's like they didn't leave you.
Mm,
It's a spirit.
yeah, it's a lot of like. I think like I notice like with a lot of Christians, and I'm not just knocking Christians and stuff like that, but for some reason they forget their history or they just don't know it
They don't want
fully.
to know it.
You
They don't
know,
want
and
to know it. They don't want to know it. That's why the church right now has shrunk a lot. It shrunk a lot.
yeah.
It's a lot. Big Rig, I can send you some stuff on there if you want to cover it, and you guys can
Were
look
you ever
at it.
Christians, Sincere?
I guess that would be considered. Yes,
When you grew up
because
or whatever?
because I grew up under two faiths, which are pretty similar, right? Islam and Christianity, because there's some people in my family that are Christian, and so my parents didn't stop me from going to church, right? Baptist
Yeah.
church, whatever, and I also went to mosque. So both of these things happen. So say if I wasn't around my parents for a couple of months, say I went to go visit with relatives, well, I still went to a form of spirituality or a religious house, which would be a Baptist house, right? Like
Yeah.
so go to
Your
church
faith.
on Sunday.
Yep.
So I, get dressed up and everything and be in there, hallelujah, amen.
Okay.
And watch people fall out
Right.
randomly and
That's
all
what I
other
grew up
things.
with. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Just and get candy from the mothers. Hey.
And were you Catholic, Stan?
No, my mother did not allow us to practice Catholicism. I do have a brother who's autistic, so she did get him baptized in the city on 24th Street. Because sadly, when you have somebody who's autistic or handicapped, people in the religious world don't tend to them at all. But she was just worried and concerned and just wanted to get baptized just in case. So she still held on to certain Catholic beliefs. I grew up in the Pentecostal church, and also my African American
That's what
grandmother
Hood
got me.
Table grew up in. Now, Pentecostal church, is that where the women always wear dresses?
Well, yeah, there's two parts. So I grew up Pentecostal and Baptist. My African American grandmother got me in the Baptist church. So in the Baptist church, there was a lot more freedom. So I was able for my sister to not wear skirts. She could wear pants. So there was a fight like, hey, why is she wearing skirts? It's ridiculous. It's cold. She needs to wear pants.
So Catholic women wear pants and stuff like that?
No, Baptist.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Catholic, I didn't grow up in Catholic church too much. Like I'm able to go to service. I went to a couple service in Oakland a couple years ago just to check it out. Because they did some outreach for Haitian children, and I'll just bring stuff in, and then I just visit for a couple of services. But the Catholic church was easier because they didn't want you to sign up membership. You just go to a service at 7. The wine was good. I have to be careful, and I have to say this out loud so people could hold me accountable. I'm a recovering alcoholic, so I got.
You going to church get lit, Stan?
Oh, that wine! Oh Lord, that wine was good.
I don't think I've ever had it.
It's good. Jesus juice is good.
Yeah, that wine. The only thing I didn't like, we had to share the cup, and I did not like that part. So I
don't remember that.
No. This is Catholic.
Oh,
this is Catholic. Other churches, you get the individual grape
little
juice
cup or whatever.
wafer. Well, some of them, because they don't want to pass out because of COVID or whatever, they just buy it. It already comes prepackaged. And then you say your prayer and you take it, and that's it. But you don't have to do it every week.
Wasn't it every couple months or something? I don't remember.
Oh, some of them was every week, depending on your church. That's what I'm saying. Like each faith is different. Pentecostal church was once a month.
And Sincere, you said that comes from cannibalism? I never looked at it that way.
I know. Why would you think eating somebody's body and drinking their blood is not cannibalistic?
I mean, when you say it now, I would think that, But it's just crazy how I wouldn't have thought that. Like I wouldn't have thought like that.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of wild if you think about it. Unless I'm tripping, but
it's
it
very
sounds
wild.
a little wild. Okay.
No, I mean it's not. If you think of it as a ceremony, right? You're now being part of this person, right? I don't think a lot of us know that when we share, like when you share smoke, there's a part of that person RNA is now in your lungs. That's why I don't like doing hookahs, because now part of that person inside of me, or how many people smoke that hookah is, is inside of me. And if you look up in articles now, they're talking about how people having herpes in their lungs because the RNA is being passed around. So, but on the spiritual level, when you take something like that, you're saying like, I want you to be part of my body. So it has some.
I mean, religion is all ritual, right? When you think about it, it's all rituals and they go back.
Yes.
You got to go deeper than what you're dealing with today. Because it's all based in something, right, that was what we would deem as demonic today, right?
Yeah.
But there are still people who hold those practices.
But
You know,
also, you
that's why
gotta
they
look at it this way, right? Is it really demonic, or is it key to actually be related to a deity, right? Because
right. Well,
people,
it's well, depending on where you're coming from, it's a form of idolatry, right? Like
well,
what
if
you
you look at it, right, but then God, I remember like there was a minister, and I'll find that clip. There was a couple ministers that talk about the chilling adventures of Sabrina, which is on Netflix. A lot of churches was against it. They're against Harry Potter. They're against all this other stuff, right? But the ministers were like, no, the kids need to watch this because kids need to be, explore different faiths. Not one faith is over the other. Because when you look at Christianity itself, it's like 400,000 types of faiths. It's all of it. The Church of Latter-day Saints, the Kojic, the non-denominationals, which non-denominational is full of demons for me, but some people that like it, I don't.
and it's a fairly young religion, if you will, too.
Yeah, that multicultural stuff. I'm going to say this right now: if you don't come in here with a black wife, don't talk to me. I really not into that multicultural stuff anymore. You better have some, because black members support these churches. I need you to be having some black leadership up in these non-denominational churches. If I don't see black leadership, I gotta go. But that's another reason why the churches are falling. They failed a lot of communities. We're able to see it for what it is. We are not our parents because we don't go to church every week.
Compass says rock music was Satan's music growing up. It was just a weird church culture that formed.
Yeah,
I
mean,
remember
I was
back in
growing
the
up-
days, the rock music, like on records, you could play them backwards, and they would say like some pretty wild chants.
But that's the American language for you, right?
I believe like the history of music, right? It's always been demonized one way or another,
Because
especially
it
if
came from
people like
black
you.
people. Because it
Yeah,
came from black people.
yeah. So they demonized it in a lot of ways, and so you just have to kind of like know some of the history, and then once you know something or have a place to start, then you just dig deep down just a little further, and you'll see that a lot of these religions are based in what we would deem as satanic rituals and stuff.
But all it
They
was
were,
like a sense of control. Because if
Thank
yeah.
you
y'all for
read
the
it,
23 likes, y'all. So do you think that some of the music with like the frequency and shit, the tone of it
I
is on
think
some other shit?
now when you're looking at it as far as like
Like they
corporations,
said Travis Scott kind of was on a hype like that.
well, understand like you got science, right? And you
Right.
got marketing. So that could be done, and that's what they have done in a way to maximize profit. But keep in
Right.
mind, a lot of the music they call, keep in mind, like they didn't like rap, right? Until they themselves could rap. when we were rapping, it was not allowed on the radio. Nobody want to go to the concerts because it's evil. Oh, there's nothing but drug dealers and everything else. But keep in mind, a certain population had biker gangs, long hair, smoking, causing crime, and listen to their
Right.
own music, right? So, but that wasn't deemed horrible. So again,
You got a point right there, though, Stan. That's pretty good, bro.
And you have to like when it comes to music, how does it make you feel? Like for instance, if you hear drums, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when the beat of the drum,
Mm-hmm.
does it do something to you? Like your body, like your
Yes.
the drums are very powerful,
Fuck yeah, they are.
So but so are horns. Like when you hear a horn, like
Yep.
and keep in mind,
like
like, and also like in the Old Testament, that's how
mhm,
David used music to calm King Saul.
mhm,
And
just
King
like
Saul had an evil spirit about him, but every time David played music, he was able to calm him. That's why certain music,
it's the frequency of it.
Yep.
yeah, you got to be honest, man.
That's
And
what I was
music,
getting
if
at.
I listen
That's
to
exactly what I was getting at,
DMX,
sincere.
man, let me tell you, if I listen to DMX and I'm driving, oh, you lost me. What's my name? Ah! That's
I mean, it's all kinds of languages. Like, and music is a
It's true, though,
language,
Stan.
right? Music is a language. Math is a language. You know, you have to learn the language, right?
yep. That's why, like, I think this current generation, they are on quarter beats. They don't do. They're not doing the same music that we did, which is like whole notes, half beats. But also their music is forgetful. It's only 2 minutes long. Ours was 5 minutes, and
They
also
they
help out with our
shortened it.
memory.
They
Yeah,
shorten it.
they shorten their music so they can't even grasp or hold on to a memory. It's just very quick, like cheap gum. Ours was 5 minutes, so you had a bridge, you had a whole thing. So
I think they're getting closer to like pulses, right? Like like when they send out pulses and pings throughout the universe, is boom, 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 and then they might speed it up, slow it down, but you're creating a sound, you're creating a frequency. It'll be a song to somebody. Who
yeah.
are they trying to talk to though? That's the question, because you're talking to somebody, but you're talking through notes.
Also, we can't be afraid of music because that's what we need. Music is who we are. It's part of our soul. It's part of our spirit. Um, I remember growing up. Now, I grew up in the South, so there was this thing about Prince. It was an anti-Prince. I didn't know who Prince was, but every time you go to church, it was always Prince. Prince is evil. Prince is horrible. My church played guitar, organs, drums. So I'll hear a Prince album or Vanity Six, but it was always like turn it off, and I'm like, what's going on? It's the instruments are the same, like it's the same thing that we hear in church. It wasn't until we moved to California and I saw my first Prince album, which was 1995. And when I saw the back of it, I was like, oh, I get it. I get it. Also, right, there was this thing about what's that thing? Androgynous. So I don't know if people know, like light-skinned men do not like be seen as soft. So a lot of our ministers and also my father, that's why another reason why they didn't like Prince was they deemed him to be soft, and he carried that stereotype. And a lot of them just didn't care for it. That and Morris Day.
Oh yeah, Morris Day.
What time is it?
Yeah, that Morris Day and Zapp and Roger. It's like if it was a light skinned man that was soft, my father would go off, like turn that shit off. I'm like, whoa, okay. But but like look what happened to Prince, right? Somebody white takes his sound and then you forget Prince and you paying for the white guy. But is the white guy evil? No.
I think Prince was really before his time in a lot of
He
ways.
was.
And he just, And he was very like if you even go back to like when he was young, he was very like proactive in his community, like he was for the community, right? Or for the people. So he found
Yeah.
the way to speak through his music.
But the
And
crazy part about Prince though is like you had Rick James,
hmm
and I'm
yeah,
like,
Rick James.
hey, so you're against Prince, but what about Rick James? And that was the part about it, you know. I forgot what was the word I was told, precocious when I was a kid, because I'm like,
hmm
yo, Rick James is the same as Prince, but Rick James is dark skinned, so why you didn't go against him?
And he was saying all kinds of stuff, you know, she's a very freaky girl. The kind
Yeah.
you don't bring home to mother. Yeah. She'll never let your spirits down once you get her off
Get
the
her off the
streets.
streets. Ow,
Okay.
now.
She likes the
Shit.
boys in the
Hey
band.
man, look, we had the album as a kid, bro. That motherfucker, if I'm not mistaken, he was on like a motorcycle with them red boots and that guitar. I said, this a cold motherfucker right here, boy.
Now
Straight up.
Prince do with Purple Rain, and he gets like a sermon at church for the whole fall and winter season.
Mm-mm. That's for the whole fall and winter season. Dang.
What was it, Link Kenneth Tonka or some shit? That was my part
Minnetonka.
though. Yeah,
Like
Minnetonka.
Minnetonka. Mm-hmm.
But like Prince is like, you know, if you date a white girl, you go to hell. I'm like, didn't Prince married what's her name? Ooh la la la, that white woman.
No,
No, no.
Rick James married. Well, I don't know if they got married, but he was with Tina Marie, and she was the one that sung "Ooh La La La."
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm
Tina
saying. Like this
Marie.
is a
It's the
white
way
woman,
that
but
you
like,
feel when you
Tina
know it's
Marie
so
was
real.
cold, boy.
Yeah,
they were
but
like,
I
you
don't
know,
think they ever
if you
got
gonna be
married. But they
like
had a
Prince,
child.
but in the South, they're like, if you gonna be like Prince, you're gonna get hung. I'm just like, what? But you know, to a kid, they were just preaching so much fear, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It didn't match TV.
Some women found Rick James as a sex symbol. He was a rock star. If you really just look at, I'm just answering the question in the chat. If you look at how Rick James presented, he presented as a rock star. He was no different than
I agree.
say,
He was a rock star for sure.
yeah, the rock stars that you see. You know, he was running around with the boots and stuff. And
Yep.
during
The
that
leather
time, like,
pants.
look at Kiss and all them, like they were
Yep.
doing the same.
Oh yeah, my father was a big Kiss fan. Now,
So like,
mind you, because again, it
So
shows
your
that.
dad liked Kiss, but he didn't like Prince and them?
But mind you, it was crazy. Like a lot of black people like Prince, not Prince. They love Kiss.
Hmm.
They love Kiss. Kiss was big in the South, and it's confusing, right? Again, I'm not a light. I'm brown skinned, but I think maybe we need to get a light skinned man to come in here and talk. But light skinned men politics, it was like, yo, like what's going on? Because like my father was supposed to like, oh, you was a house Negro, he go off. He's like, no, I was. What he always say? He was Douglas, somebody Douglas. Like I was always working. You know, I never stayed inside the house, but he was always like just upset and mad because people thought he was a pretty boy, but he wasn't. And a lot of men, like my uncles, was like that too, and it was like very like I won't say weird, but it was like very strange. They were very hyper masculine.
yeah, yeah.
Just hyper, because my father was like, he's not a hugger. He's not that. He just never want to be soft. And my cousins are the same way. Because I'm gonna share this quick story. One time I went to get a car, and the guy who came in for the loan officer.
hmm
Mind you, my cousin is light skinned, right? The loan officer's light skinned, and my cousin like, oh, look at this purple lip motherfucker coming here. I'm looking at him like, yo, don't ruin this deal. I need a car, sir. I'm not here for these light skin wars.
Not the light skin wars. Did you just say the light skin wars?
Yeah, because sometimes light skin people be like Highlander. They could be only one. So
Okay, now they can only be one. Okay. Lord, this is funny. You're funny right now.
no, it's true. Cause me and my cousin, we seen it, and we just sit back and wait for it to end. And like, okay, you guys done? Because can we move on? But yeah, it's he went off, and I'm just like, yo, like I need this car. I don't need you. We don't know this man. Like he's my loan officer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, please don't ruin this deal.
Oh wow, that is crazy. I think it's always been like an issue in the
Not the
black
Highlander
community.
though. You're talking to a Highlander right now.
I
Yeah,
think
man.
I think he knows that though. That's why he
Yeah,
said
Duncan
it that way.
McLeod of the Clan McLeod.
Yeah, but it's a different Highlander because everybody want to associate it to that, but I think they need to understand what it means to be in the Highlands and stuff like that. And also, it's a play also on my ancestry a little bit, which people don't know if they were really paying attention or ever tried to get to know, they would know.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, it's a thing, but I don't think too many people like, I've never had, like how these, what you call it, these CCs like interview each other and stuff. I don't think anybody's ever interviewed me before, or at least I'm not aware of. Maybe one time somebody tried to, but
Now you're gonna have somebody interview you.
no, because I won't do that. But
Me neither.
I
I
think
was
if
game at first. I was game at first, but nah, I'm good.
yeah, but I think if they took time to actually get to know why certain things are, then it would be better for them.
But
But
why
for me,
don't you
I
guys
think
do that on here? Because here's
what?
something, right?
Mm,
Here's
I
the
would
thing,
do it
right?
with somebody I know and cool,
No,
but I
you
just
got
wouldn't
your
just
own
do it with a
podcast.
random because the questions and shit like that. Like I don't want to just be like some old crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
But do it with your podcast. Because here's something, right? It's so Christmas time we spent time with the family, and my cousins got the chance to ask my father some stuff about the family that we didn't know, right? There's some stuff oh, my grandfather is white. I
mm-hmm,
knew. I saw the picture and I burned it because it looked like my brother with Eddie Murphy face. It was
mm-hmm.
like, I'm like, oh my God, I came from this white man. I don't want nobody to know. And but they had to have that talk because my father's in his 70s. My grandmother's still alive, so it's not promised how we gonna know about family stuff, right? Um, and it's like even stuff around the Bay Area when somebody come up and they're like, "Are there any black people in the Bay Area?" And I was like, "No, there was a lot of black people here." The community changed in California, especially Northern California. Um, and there's a lot of history that's just being erased. Like today, Tanforan Mall is closed. I don't know. Remember Tanforan Mall, Big Rigs,
Where's it at?
right by the San Francisco airport.
I never really went to any of those malls out there. I know there was a big one that you can go to. Or would it be off of 280?
Yeah, that one. Because if you make that wrong, wait, Cecilia, are you from the Bay?
Uh-huh.
Okay, when you make that wrong move at the airport and you have to turn around.
Oh yeah.
And you have to go.
What you talking about? You talking about coming up out of Oakland?
No, when you go
No,
to
he's
San
talking about the
Francisco
Frisco
airport.
one.
Oh,
Like
the Frisco one.
Frisco
Oh yeah,
Airport's a
yeah,
motherfucker though.
Yeah, because you
yeah.
have to go down
Oh
that
my
big
God.
loop. Like people don't know. They're like, "Oh yeah, pick
I
me
don't
up."
like Frisco Airport.
I
Yeah,
don't.
it's too like it can get confusing even
It
if you
does.
travel out there a lot. Like it's just like you will make a wrong turn and then be going in a forever eternal
Yeah,
loop of
it's wild.
craziness.
And then you have to
It's
go
like its own
all the
little
way around.
freeways and type shit. It'll lead you
Yeah.
to some other
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah, because it makes you turn all the way around, and then the only exit is near the mall, is across the street from the graveyard.
Mm-mm-mm.
So you have to turn that because remember that's the only way you can
Yeah.
go back to the freeway to get to the airport. But that was the mall that was there, and you like, okay, let me just go ahead and get something to eat real quick. Cause I always tell people like, stop going to San Francisco Airport.
I only deal with the
Well, you
San
can get a lot
Francisco
more flights out
airport.
of Frisco, though. I think that's
Yeah, you get
why.
better flights and stuff, but I'd rather like take the BART and just ride it all the way down. To me, I feel like that's easier.
Yeah, but if you want to be picked up by me, it's gonna be Oakland. If you want to
Yeah,
keep on going to
Oakland.
So you gonna
I
call
like
it
Oakland Airport and San Jose Airport. Those are pretty easy airports.
Yeah.
I went
Oakland's
to
pretty
Sacramento
easy.
Airport
And
for
the
the
burst
first
right
time
there.
last year. That shit was the smallest airport I ever went to in my life. I was like, this shit is crazy. I was like, what kind of planes fly up in and out of this joint?
Yeah, the smallest one I've ever been to was
Well, Stockton
Palm
got a small
Springs.
one, but I don't even name that one.
It was Palm Springs, and I went on a small airline. It was not a small airline. It was like a small plane. It was the first time you had to climb up and sit down, and then there was like
I seen that when people go from the tarmac or whatever, and they climb up into the plane.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Because when I flew, we left through the little tunnel, bro.
But on certain cities and airports, it's a small plane,
That's
and the idea
crazy.
of a small plane is like 50 people.
Oh hell no.
And then there was like
That's that Aaliyah shit. I'd have a flashback and trip the fuck out. And I'm
Yeah, that was
already a
the
big
first
dude. I'd be like,
time.
hold on, what's the weight limit on this thing, bro? Like, I'm cool. I'm not.
Oh,
What the fuck is we doing?
Our pilot was shit. He was full of shit. So the lady, she was overweight, and she was going to the
No, she was
bathroom, right?
overweight.
Oh no, she was overweight.
Nah,
No,
but
he
see,
was
you be
having fun with
lightweight
her.
looking at those things in those type of conditions. I don't even blame people, bro. That's for real.
You know what
That
he
shit's
said?
crazy as shit.
He's like, "Oh my god, we about to dip. Did somebody stand up?" I was like, "Oh lord."
See, they was wilding, but I'm saying though.
And then he cut off the engine. He's like, "The engines are out. We hit a duck." I'm like, "What?" He's
Yeah,
like,
they
"I'm
was
just playing."
playing, bro.
I'm like, "Don't play with us like that." And he's like, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna coast on the wind like birds." I'm like, "Oh." After that, I'm like, "Yo, I
This
can't."
motherfucker would have did a little loop and shit with y'all and scared the shit out of y'all, mother.
But you
Y'all
know
have
what?
been on another episode of Sin Help. Good movie, by the way, y'all. Good movie, by the way.
I didn't fly back. I took the Greyhound. I didn't fly back.
Hey, Sincere, you ever take a long train trip?
Yeah, I haven't been on a
Like an
train.
overnight though, like an overnight type?
No, I mean, I felt like the train trip was very, very long, but it wasn't overnight. Where did I go?
One?
Well, no, I think I took one when I was young. I don't know how long that one seemed very long, but I was coming from Southern California to Northern California.
Damn, I know that was a fucking long trip.
That was a pretty long
Because
trip.
trains stop a lot, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that was like really my very first train trip with my grandmother. But I was very excited to be on the train. I was on the Amtrak, you know.
Yeah, I've never been on a train. I kind of want to fuck with one.
No,
trains are they're
one
cool.
for both of y'all. There's a good one. You want to take the one that goes up to Seattle. There's one train.
I want to go up to the mountain though, because I trip how they make it up the mountain, bro. Like, how do they get up so fucking high, dog?
Yeah, that one takes you.
They must climb like for miles or something, because I don't get how a train can really get up that high and not. I don't know.
I want to take one to go across Europe. You know, like
Damn.
Those speed trains they have, or like kind of like
Man, that's probably scary as shit. I'll be on YouTube riding them trains. Sincere.
They seem very luxurious and just kind of fun.
And they show the mile per hour while you're on it, but you just look out the window and you're zooming. But on there, they chilling. And then they show it from the outside when like people are like waiting for the trains, and that train go by. That motherfucker is moving.
Like, what are they considered, like bullet trains? Like,
yes,
they're
supposed to be making one. I think kind of by like Livermore area. Yep, to LA.
Yeah, like I want to be on. I want to go. You know, I want to go somewhere outside of the United States of America on a bullet train. You hear me,
man?
But hey, look.
See, look right here, the Shinkansen Japanese bullet train. Like, I'll get on that.
That's where they at. They out there in Japan and shit.
Yeah, they got one. It's in France.
But hey, if you do the one here in the Bay Area to Seattle, you're gonna love it because you will go through the mountains. You'll love it. It's
you got to go through Oregon and all that, right? And leave California, yeah, for sure.
To Seattle. Now I'm going to tell you this.
Oh, really?
I took a train from Miami to San Francisco.
Damn.
And it is long. It was like 3 days, but it was cool. However, when you get to LA, it's a bus ride up to Oakland. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's another bus that takes you to San Francisco. So not everything.
I don't like bus rides.
No, I don't like bus rides.
I don't. I used to take the Greyhound, and I never liked it.
But
Yeah.
Greyhound moved on. Greyhound moved up now. Now you got plugs, you got leg room, you get like a desk. They got Wi-Fi now.
Yeah.
Too long
I
of a
don't know
trip,
why I
especially
never
when you
took the train
drive and
as
then you get on
much.
a bus. It's too much.
I think like it's quite natural. Like when you're in the Bay, we just get mobile, but like, with cars real
Yeah.
quick. Like it just starts real quick with us to be in a car at a young age too.
At
Yeah,
a
because we're
young
not like
age.
New York City. It's not like we don't have public transportation like everywhere else. Like DC,
Vibrant said, take the A train.
DC was like us at one point. 10 years later, I go to DC, they were like New York. Their subway system, whenever everywhere. BART is too slow. BART hasn't
Mm,
gotten to a place where we can
I
go.
like BART though. I
yeah.
like the BART ride. I never did it under the water though, but I like it.
What you mean never did it under the water?
I never took BART to Frisco.
Never?
Nah,
You never took it to Frisco?
I never took that ride. Nope.
Man, you lucky. I saw some stuff on BART. That was my last time.
You can see a lot of shit on BART though.
Yeah.
Facts.
When you go to
BART's a wild
Frisco.
motherfucking ride sometimes.
It's like the worst thing
Damn.
about being on the water is when they stop and they turn off the air. That's the worst thing about BART. When they stop
don't know.
underwater and they turn off the air, there's no AC, and you're there for 10 to 15 minutes.
Why would they do
Yeah, I've
that?
never had that experience. Like it's just I take the BART to the airport. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my experience when if
Yeah,
I
and
go to
because they got
Frisco.
the little BART that goes from the BART to the Oakland airport. That little BART.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that was
That's a
cool. I
funny
did
little
that.
BART. It just goes back and forth all day. That's all it does.
Yep. You had to catch it at the
It's all that fucking thing does.
Oakland Arena stop, if I remember correctly.
I feel like I always just
And
use
that
the
shit
BART.
be hood as fuck over there, though, boy. That Arco gas station and shit. Man, I was up over there, man. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. I went through the little neighborhood and shit on a fluke and shit. And the motherfuckers was out there. I was like, yeah, let me tear up out of here, man.
No, it's changed now because they built those new apartments and they got like, a lot of Latino families moved in. It's not the same.
Oh, the train is called the Starlight from Frisco to Seattle, and the train from Chicago to the West is Empire Builder.
I
See,
heard about that
I
one,
never,
the Chicago one. I heard that's a nice one.
Yeah, but
I
that's
never
too
been
bad.
on
Chicago
the
to
Starlight.
Cali.
But make sure you get the one you want to get your private
Room.
station. Yeah.
Let me look that up. I never
So
like
going
I
to
don't.
Seattle is only should cost you less than $100.
Yeah, okay.
Once you get to Seattle, you'll love Seattle. Seattle is like 1990s Bay
Seattle
Area.
looks hella dope, man. Like the little scene I've seen on Instagram and shit, it looks hella dope.
Yeah, that's
It just
my
rains a little
backyard.
bit too much.
No, it don't. So if you go in the summertime,
Bullshit. Well, maybe summertime, but year round,
remember,
that's a
like,
rainy
I always fly out
motherfucker.
there. But remember, I always fly out there.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, if you go there in the
Starlight.
summertime, it's clear sky. If you go there now, not so much. But it looked like 1990s Bay Area, where everybody's wearing fleece. There's a lot of like small businesses. A lot of people
He
with
said
dogs.
fleece. I used to wear fleece.
Yeah, they're wearing fleece. I was like, oh my God, what's an Old Navy commercial?
Hell yeah. I used to, man. I didn't get Old Navy shit, but I remember them commercials and the one chick, man, I forget her name. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh yeah.
She used to do all of them. Yeah, she used to do a lot of them.
And then everybody got dogs, and they use their park a lot.
I heard it does,
use their
Jackie. I
park.
heard it rains a lot out there.
But it's like magical rain. Like it'll rain, stop. And then when you go out, it's like it didn't rain at all. That's what I mean magical rain. Like the roads is dry. Then the rain again, it'll stop.
See, but this looks nice. I mean, like I've been on the train for various reasons, but I didn't know it was connecting like that. Okay, the Coast Starlight. Okay, so Seattle, Portland, Sacramento, and Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you get to see the coast because if you're driving up to Seattle, you're either going to drive
I
up.
drove to Oregon on the coast. It was dope as fuck.
You see, you ain't go
See
to
all
the
the
mountain. Or
redwoods
ain't
and
do
all
the
that
mountain.
shit.
Did you go to the mountain?
What, to Oregon?
Yeah.
Yep.
How you like it?
Going through the mountain?
Yeah.
It's cool, but I get a little spooked because I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my sister said. What phone service you got? Because I told her I ain't going to drive up there unless
T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
But when I go to Tahoe, though, from the 50 side, I get a little spooked too, though. That mountain, and then you come out, and then you come down into Tahoe.
Yeah.
That shit gets up there, bro. And I don't like being on the outside. So like going, you know what I'm saying? Like coming back, it's all right because you're more on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
But when you leave, like, you know, like leaving Sac or whatever on the 50 and you're going into Tahoe and you go up that tall ass mountain and then you kind of come down into Tahoe. That mountain is hella high, bro. And then even when we left Reno, I remember we left Reno one time. I don't know what mountain it was, bro. But leaving Reno going to Tahoe, you go through a fucking hell of a mountain too, dog. That shit was crazy as hell, dog.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can do mountain driving though, or like if you ain't afraid of heights, then it's cool. Cause in San Jose, they got the why can't I say the word right now? Observatory, whatever the fuck. The big telescope. And it's on Mount Hamilton. Observatory. It's on Mount Hamilton, bro. And you know, during the winter, it snows up there. I tried 3 times to get to the top. I couldn't make it, bro. I had to turn around. I got too scared. I started shaking and shit. And because when you're driving up there, there's a lot of spots where you're on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you see the drop off. So when I see that, it fucks me up.
Ooh, yeah.
And there's like a restaurant up. So there's a restaurant up there at halfway point. And that was the furthest I got was the restaurant. And I had to turn around.
That's how I feel about going to Santa Cruz.
I could do Santa Cruz though all day.
But you know the one with I think it's like the one was like one way up, one way down.
I don't do them side mountain ones, bro.
Yeah.
When I went to Humboldt, I went through some shit like that, and I didn't like it, dog.
Yeah, I lost a friend.
I don't like that because it ain't even really a paved road on some of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going through Santa Barbara. Okay.
I like Santa Barbara.
I love Santa Barbara.
Yeah, I actually like the central and southern, like with that little area like that. I do like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I was out there working out there, it was kind of dope. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I was smoking on the beach like fucking every fucking day. But
okay, so
it's
like scenic. You like
no,
scenic?
because I like all kind of different shit. I'm not really into the beach all crazy like that. But it is dope. I do kind of like how they do their little scene out there. It is clean.
You need to come to Seattle. Here's the reason why. And I like
Seattle looks dope.
You know why? Because Miss Jackson, she says not rain, is drizzle. Miss Jackie. I'm sorry, Miss Jackie.
Yes, they are, Miss Jackie, the Syracuse or whatever. Yes, they are.
So like, and when you come out,
I could do the Grapevine, no problem.
When you come out to Seattle, you get to see the whales. Because you're right by Alaska. I mean, Canada.
Right. That'd be cool. When I'm to Monterey, I've seen whales, bro.
No, I mean like whales. Like the whole school. It's
shit.
It's getting, they're close. You don't have to take a boat or anything. And then there's certain beaches.
Like you said, Seattle's dope. Mm-hmm.
It is, man. Like the pictures I've seen of it, the way they look, it kind of reminds me of like a little bit of Sausalito, Sincere. You know how Sausalito kind of looks.
Yeah,
the little mountainsides and shit. Oh man, that shit is fucking dope. And
that,
Capitola, how it just does that type of little, like you get that type of vibe.
Also, they have this thing that we don't have in the Bay Area. They have ferries where you can put your car on the boat.
Oh yeah, I seen that when I was in New York.
Yes, because Seattle also have a lot of small islands. They're connected by bridges. And that's why I like.
Dude, I like that too. The way the bridges look out there, I like it, man. I've never been to Seattle.
Oh,
I've been to Oregon. I love Oregon, but I've only been to a certain part of Oregon. I haven't even went up to Portland. But I've been to like, you know, towards like the middle and shit because my boys stay out there, and I'd go out there and spend like a week and shit out there. But I love Oregon, man. Oregon is dope, and it's
Well,
a lot cheaper than California, man.
Well, I'm telling you this, like Seattle, there's a place called Leavenworth. Leavenworth is Christmas all year long. Also,
What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Like it's up in the hills.
So it's always snowing?
It's always snowing. They have reindeers. They have a reindeer farm. So it's Christmas all year long.
Mhm.
And also they got like horses. You take a horse ride. But also when you get there, it looks familiar. And the reason why, because that's where they shoot a lot of the Hallmark movies at.
Oh, wow.
You do that. And then also there's another place in Seattle. You take the ferry, right? Leavenworth, you got to drive to. But this, I forgot what it's called. But you'll take a ferry and it's to this island and everything is lavender.
Hey,
It's
Jackie
like-
checking everything right now. She's like, hold on, bro.
Like everything.
You pop,
so
she says you popping it, but you ain't popping it all the way correctly, bro.
So it says Leavenworth, Washington is a popular resort town in the Cascade Mountains known for its unique Bavarian themed village, which features German style architecture, shops, and restaurants.
Mhm. You'll love
And that's
it.
in Seattle
That's
or
in
whatever,
Seattle.
Washington.
Like it's 2 hours away. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just driving.
I don't
And
want to
then
do no
driving down the
all
hill takes
fucking
an
snow
hour.
though.
Oh, there's snow.
Yeah.
I'll go in the summertime.
I ain't trying to be all secluded either. I ain't really into all that.
No, you.
That's cool for a
sometimes you
little bit because
gotta-
like I like Clear Lake and shit, and I can kind of I could do like a good 4 days or something of that type of living. But then other than that,
Mhm.
I don't really like that secluded and stores hella far and all that type of like you gotta like kind of stock up and shit, and I don't like all that.
It's
I need a
understandable.
little bit more city, kind of more
But that's the thing about
modernish kind
Seattle.
of shit close to me and shit.
Well, that's the thing.
Because I
that's
liked
like-
Humboldt, but Humboldt was like that. It was really old school. Like everybody seemed like they was in their house by like 5, 6, at night. You know what I'm saying? For real though,
But
it
that's
was
how
like
Vallejo is.
I don't really like Vallejo though, bro. I never really liked it. It's just a different type of.
But
Really
I'm
like
saying, like,
Sac.
the small
You know what I'm
towns.
saying? There's just certain vibes and areas. I don't know, man. Maybe just because of what I'm used to seeing.
How about
And then the
Benicia?
landscapes and shit I'm kind of used to. And then when I don't kind of see those type of landscapes, it's just a little different.
How about Benicia?
Mm-hmm.
Because even Fresno, I never really liked Fresno.
He said,
either.
"How
My boy
about
moved out there.
Benicia? What about Benicia?"
Benicia's the same way, bro. I never, Benicia's like that big. As soon as you cross the Carquinez, you in the Benicia, right?
Okay, right. The
But have you
Carquinez
guys-
Rangers. It was just damn.
But have you guys gone to downtown Benicia?
I've been all through Benicia.
Okay,
It's
you know
a- I
Benicia have the car shows. Have you seen that? Like Benicia has one of the most unique.
I've been to that little whatever that thing is in Vallejo, but it's not Benicia. But they did some car shows out there, and it's got like a little islandish or whatever.
You should check out the car shows in Benicia. I always recommend Benicia, and this is the reason why. Benicia is kid friendly. Cause like my daughter, she's very sensitive. She's like, oh, they don't like kids here. So I have to like find places where they don't like children. Benicia was one of the areas like she felt more welcome. And it's like they'll talk to kids, store owners, and it's stuff like that for her. Cause she's like, okay, they like kids. Because for us as adults, we just go. Like
Shit,
whatever.
ain't SOBRE from someone from Benicia? They got some cold niggas out there, boy.
But like she liked it.
Benicia for me, it was always just a pastor. Pastor that bitch.
Yeah, I've been through Benicia,
Like
but
drop
it
a
ain't.
person off and be like, okay.
Me too.
You guys haven't gone? Have you
Me
gone to
too.
Huckleberry's?
I know how to get like on the freeway and all that type of stuff all out there.
Okay,
It was really
you guys got to go to Huckleberry's. You have to go to Huckleberry's.
You talking about the restaurant?
Yes, not the one in Fairfield. No.
I don't care
No.
for Fairfield.
No. But this Huckleberry's, I recommend this Huckleberry's because it's really good.
Okay.
1, 2, I have.
I know a lot of people who like Huckleberry's too. Like they really do like that restaurant. I never tried it out myself, but
Jackie says it's delicious.
Yes, they got the beignets. Also, I have a shellfish allergy. I have never broken out from that place. They have 2 separate kitchens. They separate the kitchens. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Because I was by Huckleberry's. I think it was last week, and I was like trying to debate if I should go in there and eat or not. I was like,
No,
but I
go to one in
didn't.
Benicia. Go to one in Benicia. Go to one in Benicia.
Jackie,
Okay.
you kind of be around. Don't be telling on yourself, Jackie. Look at her. She's like, yeah, Sack got one.
Yeah, well, she Bay Area, but then also people saying, so, Jackie
I didn't even know
she don't make
Jackie
no
was that
qualms.
close like that.
She
That's
don't make no
crazy.
qualms about it. She'll let you know where she's at. You know what I mean? That's why when Lemon was doing all that capping and shit, she was like, "This nigga is lying."
Yeah, one time in Richmond, there was some people from San Diego that came out. They're like, "Oh man, this place is bonkers," and I just yelled out, "Bay Area!"
Okay,
At
Bay
Walmart.
Area.
But look, if you go to that place, you'll love it. And there's a pier there. You can take some photos. There's some hills. There's a tour in Benicia. There's also another spot in Marin, not Marin, where the base was, the military base in Vallejo.
Okay.
They got some breweries there to check out.
But like Vallejo, it seemed like okay. I'm just gonna even
I
lie.
don't like
A
Vallejo.
couple of years back, and I don't know how bad it is now in since because I don't go through Vallejo too much no more. But it was first it became like a super haven for Negroes, and then it became like an escape. Like they were trying to escape the space, right? Like it just got bad in Vallejo, where it just like Negroes were just trying to escape it, and then it almost seemed like it turned into like when you would ride through there, it just seemed like desolate. I don't know how to explain it.
My sister was staying out there for a minute. I didn't like it, man.
Yeah, like how I don't even know how to explain it. Just did it seem desolate for a moment? Like just like I don't know how to explain it. Like damn near like you could have been in a Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome type of situation, if
Oh
you
no,
will.
y'all
It's
can't
a
talk
whole
about my
different
city like
atmosphere
that.
to me out there. Even where when I was out there in like 2017 where or 2019 when B Legit had that thing at his dispensary. It was a car show
Yeah.
out there. I can't remember the name of the actual street, but it's kind of like what you're saying though, Sincere. It's like it was different. It was like
It just
it was
got
a big,
bad.
long, wide street. Like they're like really wide, like you know what I'm saying? And fucking not really too much activity.
Not yeah.
It's a
It
laid
just
back
seemed a little bit
town.
different, and there was stores, everything like that, and
It's
everything
not about us
around.
being laid back. It kind of got abandoned by its own fucking
It
people.
kind of seemed like that because even the places around it just seemed like there was a McDonald's there and all that, but it wasn't like everything was active. It almost seemed like as if you was to drive like on the freeway and get off like on a trucker spot, and it just happened to be like it wasn't populated. You know what I mean? Just but stuff was
because
there,
people were abandoning it. Like it
right?
changed over the
That's the kind of
years.
vibe I
Like
kind of got.
it just changed over the years, and I don't really know. I don't know if it's because the city wasn't pouring into itself or
Well, it went bankrupt. They went
yeah.
bankrupt before Stockton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
So yeah, they've been doing bad for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you could see it. You could see it.
Like
No, you
Rick's like you
can't.
can see it.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you
Vallejo's
can.
beautiful.
Nah, it really ain't beautiful like that
Oh
though.
my
Stan,
God.
it's not.
Like that.
Not that I've seen. I don't know if I wasn't in the right parts, but Vallejo ain't really that big, bro.
It don't need
Yeah,
to
it's
be
not like
big. It's a
Huh?
warrior city. It don't need to be big.
Oh, you just like
mm,
Vallejo, Stan. So I mean, this
I
is gonna
miss
be in a
Vallejo.
that's what that's gonna be.
I
But
mean,
look.
it's
Okay, if
okay.
y'all don't like Vallejo, I got another spot for you to check out.
Fairfield, Vallejo,
I don't
Benicia.
like Fairfield. Hey, I went to Fairfield for the first time. I want to say like maybe three or so years ago. Like to really check it out there because I've always passed through there going to SAC going that way. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go through Vallejo, Benicia Bridge, all that bullshit, I'll end up going through the Fairfield and all that.
Facts. The outlet mall
And
is
I
the
went out
only
there and
place to be.
we did a car show meet out there, whatever the fucking Fairfield, bro. That was the worst fucking spot ever, bro. And even the I didn't like nothing about Fairfield, bro.
Yeah,
Nothing
that's
about
another
it.
one. Like, I mean, but if you want to just kind of be midway to where, say you had to work in SAC or you had to work in the Bay,
Oh
and you kind of
man.
didn't, and you don't want to like the price is not to be so high, but even in Fairfield, it's got a
Fairfield
price.
is still kind of high,
It's expensive to live. Like I'm like, damn, what's
but
wrong
it's
with you,
boo
Fairfield?
boo out there though. Like
There's nothing out
it's
there.
almost like now that is almost like depressing. You know what I'm saying? Like to
It's
just
so depressing.
it is, bro. Like, and that's why I think like certain areas, because I'm so used to like where like the places I've been and shit. Like I'm used to the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? Like pull up to a store or pull up to a, you know what I mean? Like I'm
Really
for
got
real.
me dying because he is not lying.
I'm
about
not
this.
lying though. I'm keeping it 100. So when I be in those type of spots and it's just different, it's just like I don't. You know what I'm saying? And it may be the same for them. They used to that shit like how they do it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's different, bro. I don't know.
I'm trying to tell you, all them Negroes they trying to run up out the bay. They done ran up out the bay and took their asses to Sacramento and then made the prices in Sacramento go sky.
They did, and hit up the Natomas and all that type of shit.
Man, facts.
All of that.
It's bad. It's bad. That's why I'm saying like California started like a sinking ship in so many damn ways because you can't really escape it because the cost of living is so damn high and people are starting to go further and further out and they driving up the prices everywhere trying to escape the bay.
They are, man. And
it's
the thing
ridiculous.
is, and the thing it was so fucked up is you'll be in the bay paying damn near 3 racks for a 2-bedroom fucking duplex, and then you'll go, you know, you'll go to Antioch or something like that, Brentwood, and get your ass in like a little 2-story, you know what I'm saying, garage joint. You feel me? With the you may even score a pool. You may even score a pool though, like real shit, bro.
But even the prices, like all them Negroes from Frisco, they moved out to the East Bay.
They moved
and
to
they
Antioch.
drove up the prices.
They did.
Okay, but
they did though. But I'm just saying, before though,
that's
that's what the difference was. Like you would leave certain areas, especially Frisco. Frisco is crazy high.
Hell
you
yeah.
leave that shit, you know what I'm saying, and you'll go somewhere and be like, man,
and
you got
I
a palm tree in the back
Hills.
and all kind of shit.
I had a friend that stayed up in the Frisco Hills, and I stayed out there with him for a while.
There's some dope ass spots out there in Frisco.
But
I mean,
Oasis type spots in Frisco. Frisco is dope. Now, if the way you was talking about Vallejo,
but
if you would have been talking about Frisco, I would have agreed with everything you said, Stan.
No, but here's the thing about San Francisco, though. Like the game plan for San Francisco was to get an apartment in Daly City, and then you'll get a house out there that's not too far. What happened was
Daly City right there.
Yeah,
everything went up, and
I think that's where the BART comes in at, ain't it? No, it comes in before that, but it does come from the water.
Junipero BART station, yes, it does.
And the movie theaters right there. That's actually a dope BART. That's a dope BART station in Daly City.
Yes, but
because the movie theaters there and everything.
But for me, right, I date black girls. I was always in Oakland because I found out I was cute.
You found when a black girl told you was cute.
Hey, when you find that out, you gotta be in them spaces, right? Those
yeah, I was like,
oh, they kind of like me over here, so I'm gonna be over here.
At me, like, when you're gonna go this weekend, you're going to Oakland. You're always going to the East Bay. You gotta be careful you don't get shot. I'm like, whatever, bye. And because I'm black, I want to be where the black people at, and I got my black apartment. At Melrose Place, not Melrose Place, Lakeshore. I call it, and I ain't know how to act.
This fool said he got his black apartment.
Yeah, I dumped
my sister been in plenty black apartments. Boy, them motherfuckers be a motherfucker, boy. It's sack and shit. Man, yeah, I swear to God, from the Heights to
yeah, I dumped my white girlfriend, and she's like, "Why don't you move in with me?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm black. I gotta go. I gotta be with my peoples." And and she's like, "You was black with me." I'm like, "Well, I'm not. I need to get away from the city, cause it's something about Oakland that like I could not get in the city." And being black in San Francisco is not.
Chill out, Jackie. There you go again. Jackie know about it.
Yeah, man. Cause San Francisco. Yeah. But Oakland, always found love in Oakland. and especially
I
late
ain't gonna
night.
even lie. I used to have a good time in San Francisco. Now, I don't
Frisco's
like the
dope.
fact it just get cold, like because I just
It
be like,
does.
damn, why is it? It was right
Frisco
on
got
the
the
water.
coldest weather in the Bay. They weather is a whole different. It's like you're on an island when you're in Frisco. It's a
Hell
whole.
yeah!
As
Like
soon
you
as you
could be
get to
coming
Frisco,
from
the clouds change everything.
Yeah,
you could
but
be
we don't
coming
get
from
no
the East Bay, coming
sun.
there, and like just you all nice with your shorts on and stuff, and
All that.
dog,
As soon
But
as you
it's
you
cross over
guys
the
have the
bridge, you're like, what
best
the?
though.
over.
It's feeling like AC out there. You're like, come on, man.
Man, look, my first week staying in Oakland in my apartment, I was like, man, why is the sun still up? It's 2:00. You could, because San Francisco
Yeah, because
we didn't
Alameda
have it.
even gets a little funny. Like when you
Yeah,
go to
but
Alameda, that weather even gets a little funny.
Shit, I call Richmond Gotham City. That motherfucker got a
Oh yeah,
cast over
Richmond
it
is it does.
24/7.
Fuck yeah, I don't care for Richmond either.
man,
Man,
what
That's a
else got a
whole
big rig?
different
I
look.
thought you was
that's
from
like a
these
whole
parts.
different
That's a
vibe.
whole hell yeah. The railroads and not the or whatever the railroad. Yeah, hell yeah. That's almost like it reminds me kind of almost like I'm in the valley or something. Richmond, like it's a whole. That's the look.
I was like, I don't know what I was talking about one day, and I thought this girl was talking about Richmond, California. I said, you better go get them niggas up in north and
Oh
run
Lord.
down. What you talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Look, have you guys been to Pinot Valley?
Yeah.
Have you been to Tina's?
No.
Okay, I
Doesn't sound
invite you guys
familiar.
to brunch in Tina's Pinot Valley.
Okay, we'll try it out.
You'll love it. Have
Hmm.
parking.
But he likes to go see. You're one that I don't know.
Stand
Some
have you all up
kids,
in Vallejo and shit some fucking
yeah,
where.
like you have
No,
you all like
I will show you
some places
guys
just
a
be
good
like.
Stand have you
time.
over there by the
I will,
Jacket mural and shit in Oakland or something.
you just tell me what you're looking for, and I will help you out. Like Marin. Marin has this
Marin's
place.
nice.
I like Marin too.
Okay, I want you guys to check out Cafe Soul. It is a Puerto Rican restaurant.
They're probably gonna charge you a soul.
No, it won't. It's like a big plate is like $10.
Oh
No,
shit.
but a bigger plate is 20.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
think they're more
good.
about 20.
No, if you want to get a bigger plate, you want everything in there. A little bit extra, but it's really good. And also, they have a Haitian restaurant, and I'll put it all on Big Rig's box, guys. So you'll get it from Big Rig.
Do
It's
you like Monterey?
I like Monterey, but I like Santa
Oh,
Cruz better.
you like Santa Cruz better?
A lot
Do you,
better.
how much
Mustard? You
better?
like Monterey?
I'm team Santa Cruz to be honest with you.
I like
Well,
Monterey.
that's because you out that way. You in San Jose and
No,
stuff.
but I like the food better. I like
Yeah.
the
Better than
atmosphere better.
Monterey?
You got Capitol, absolutely, bro. Like Monterey is cool where their little spot is and everything, and it's cool, but it can't touch Santa Cruz. And then you got Capitola and
How about Half Moon Bay?
the North Cliff and all that shit out there, and
How about Half
the
Moon
highway
Bay?
one. Half Moon Bay is cool, like Pacifica. I like it out there, but it's really gloomy.
What do you mean?
You know what I'm
gloomy?
saying?
It's just
When
cast
I've
in the
been out,
fog.
but when I've been out there, it was like really gloomy, bro. Like and they were nice days.
And it just
Pacifica,
depends on where you are in Pacifica because
yeah, because it
Pacifica
can
can be
get
ghetto.
gloomy.
It get in
Pacifica
ghetto
could get boring. I
and
just
Hey,
like
ghetto.
it because I like the restaurants off the water. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd be out there, you know what I'm saying, with the. So like when I go to them type of places, it's the reason for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm usually trying to get like a room or something off by the water and eat off, you know what I'm saying, by the water and shit like that.
but
So, but I just know it was gloomy. But Santa Cruz, I like
yeah.
the rooms out there. I like the atmosphere out there. I love the fucking food out there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey
So it's
guys,
just like, I don't know.
I used to
I
go to
really
the
like
swap
Santa
meet
Cruz.
out in San Jose. Man, that I heard it ain't like it same like it used to be, but it used to be nice. The big
Well,
ass
they
swap
had
meet out there.
Berryessa and they had
Yeah.
and they had a Capital, but Berryessa was usually the biggest one, and that's the one where you walk down and then you walk back up or whatnot. You know what
hey
I'm
guys,
saying?
I gotta go. I gotta head to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up shutting down too. Anyways, I appreciate you
Okay,
though,
I had
Stan.
fun talking to you, Mustard.
Same here.
We done took a
Hey,
trip all through the Bay
Yeah,
and
hell
all
yeah.
through
oh, but hey, I gotta say this real quick. I did discover the black people in Daly City.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I
I was
like
like, oh my
Daly
god, you
City.
guys been here all this
Daly
time?
City's got very nice views, man. Very
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
views.
Hmm.
But like the black people in Daly City has the freeze curl, the curly perm, but it's frozen. And they had their own culture. I was like, oh my God, you guys been here all this time? It's like the
You
Lost
stupid.
Valley of the Smurfs. I was like, what? There's been black people in Daly City?
Not a Daly City.
Yeah, I
though.
haven't really seen too much of a black community out there.
No,
It's nice though out there. I
I like
used
Daly
to
City.
go-
It is nice. Very
like,
hilly
now,
and
this how
everything.
bad
It's
I
dope.
was. Like,
Nice houses.
Oh yeah, this how much I love black women. I was going to EPA for dates. And taking
EPA's
to
dangerous.
EPA?
Yeah, EPA's dangerous.
But I
Oh
needed to
wow.
see black women, so I'm like, look, I just took that.
No, you
train.
definitely gonna run into some niggas out there for sure, but it's just it's
But no,
dangerous,
there
man.
was
I used to be all the
sisters.
way up at university and all kind of shit, man. It's a motherfucker, man.
Those
Yeah,
those niggas in
yeah.
EPA are just a little different. I used to hang out with their asses.
You know, you just go
They
to the mall
wild,
at
a little wild.
What's
Hillbrow.
up with it, Moxie? Good to see you.
You know, you go to the mall at Hillbrow, take her out to eat. And then, you know, I just took that train that was behind, that get off on King Street and it go behind Bayview's Hunters Point.
Come on, Stan. What's going on?
That's why I don't
bro?
understand that
Hey,
one
Stan
nigga
be
that's
over there in
that
the
one nigga that's
hood.
on here that he be claiming from EPA. I'm like, dude, you a little different, like different than even the EPA niggas I know. Like, dude, I ain't believing you. I just
No,
ain't.
but look, I was a square. I was like dressed up. They used to
Yeah,
call me
my niggas,
Brandon
they was them
Wash.
Taliban niggas, man. They was causing ruckus when all that shit started, man.
That's true.
They was doing a lot of damage, you feel me? So
But
that's the
look,
type of niggas I know from there. I don't really know nothing different. So I
but
couldn't call
look,
it.
when you looking for
I
black
know
love,
Chunk and all that type of shit, you know, old school Chunk that used to rap, like Chunk and all them. I know Mac from Totally Insane, which was Mac and Ad Capone. You know what I'm saying? Like, but all that other shit, I couldn't call it. Don't stand.
you ever think they're gonna have like a summer jam like we used to have when we were kids?
No.
Oh, that was a quick no, sir.
Because look at how long it's been.
What? Huh?
I haven't heard anything on the radio or something like that in years, Stan.
But no, can we bring it back since Lil Russell? We got Lil Russell.
I don't. La Russell just signed the fucking Jay-Z and The Rock, bro. So that's
gone.
I'm just waiting to see how that's gonna turn out.
Man, why did he do? Why did he?
I don't know why he did that. He's the
What
king
he
of
do that
independent. He had
for?
his
He
own
should have
money. He was
stayed
doing his money. People
independent.
love him. I don't understand.
He should
So
have stayed independent. They just gonna take
see what
away
that-
his.
that's
they
what I'm
gonna-
thinking, but I could be
Man.
wrong. I don't know. I think he's a smart dude and he knows what he's doing. But he preached, different. I thought that's what he preached, and now he's showing something that is completely different than what he was preaching. He was all
Yeah.
for the independent and owning your own and doing this and yada yada. You know what I mean? People loved him for that. He built
Yeah.
his own shit. So now you're signing with The Rock. Why would you want them to have a hand in anything you're doing, even if it's you have all your creative, whatever you call it, freedoms or whatever? Still, bro,
Yeah.
you still got to answer to somebody, bro. You just and then the thing is, sincere, because I was going to tell you, because I know you do your music, right? And I know you play like Jay Diggs, but I don't know who he's distributed through. But I know anything that goes through Empire, you will get fucking.
Yeah, they will get you.
They'll cut your whole stream. So, and I noticed that on mine. So now what I do is I'll look up the artists and see if they're distributed by Empire or anything.
Yeah, because Empire is not playing, and I'm just
They
like,
don't play at
what's
all.
wrong?
And
They
now
like,
La
they
Russell is
tripping.
signed with them with a distribution deal. So I know sometimes you used to play La Russell. I don't think you can play him anymore.
Well, it
Because-
shows I have to share revenues with him for now. At first, it was like
So
it was nothing. And now
so
it's
they
like,
don't completely shut your stream, no.
No, it's like it's share revenues, but it used to be where it was like not even that. But I'm starting to find like a lot of these artists are sharing their revenues with the
Right.
content creators because they're getting more action through us playing them on our lives
Right,
and stuff
right.
like so. But I don't know, things will probably change because it is starting to get a little crazy out here with the music, you know.
Yeah, like the Gucci Man's, like that's what I played last time. They shut my complete shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just completely took it off. So it does its processing.
Anything E40, the E40 ain't playing. He like fuck
I
you.
think he's with Empire, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah,
He's with Empire. So and Empire does that for their artists, which is dope. So that means ain't nobody gonna be like when you're on the net or whatever, you ain't gonna be able to play that shit. You may be able to play it while you're live, but then as soon as you go off, it's over. You ain't getting no viewership with they shit
None
playing
of
or
it.
anything
Like it's
unless you
and that's
cashing
my
out or you
thing.
get
Like
permission.
I play the music and stuff, so I'm not getting like I'm not getting like AdSense or whatever the hell. I'm not getting nothing that way. But if you
You
donate
don't
to
on the
me,
21st?
well, if people like donate to me or
Like
whatever,
membership, so you'll get that.
I don't have memberships because of my music. For some
Don't
reason,
what do
like
you have that people give you? I see some a super sticker.
super chats and super stickers and people
And you
cash
get a
at
part of
me.
that though, right?
Yeah, I get a part of that.
Okay.
So I'll get like, but you know what it is that, Big Rigs, let me tell you something. I've been
Tell
doing
me.
this for a while and I done had so many different scenarios with different peoples and stuff. Like people be trying to hate on my channel, and it's just real. Like it is what it is, but I still I stay authentic to myself. Like I stay independent and just, get it from the ground up. And along the way, it's just like being an artist, right? Along the way, you're going to bump heads with people and stuff because you want to keep your independence and you don't want nobody, controlling you and ruling you. And then there'll be people that try to press up against you and stuff and try to hold you back. And then you just have to kind of overcome it and keep moving forward, and that's how I view myself.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. I'm an independent. I'm not beholden to a clique or crew or nothing like that. And you could try to stop my momentum, but you won't, because one day it's all going to just come together a certain way, like pop, pop, pop. And I wouldn't have lost my soul to like, teaming up with folks on
Mm-hmm.
some BS. And, it's a longer grind. It's a harder grind, but it's a more satisfactory grind because you're your own person, Nobody can
Mm-hmm.
say that they can control you or blast you out or none of that kind of stuff because you kept, you stuck to your moral standard or, the way you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
This, everybody ain't got it in them. They have to like get with somebody. They need a machine or something,
It's all
Mm-hmm.
facts. And that don't run in me. So, I could dig it,
Yeah.
but that's something I really don't know too much about because it ain't never been in me.
Yeah.
Not even
So
as
you
a
have
young
to,
tyke, you know what I'm saying? So it just
yeah, because like, people I just feel like being on the block, you come across all kinds of people and everybody ain't for everybody, but if you can like keep it copacetic with most people, then it's a good thing. But it's not like you don't know if a person's with with the bullshit or whatever, like it's just another character on the block. The way I look at it, like, when you walk through your neighborhood, this person this way, that person that way, whatever. But if they ain't doing something too egregious, then it's just another person on the block, like an episode of Friday. You know what I mean?
basically.
You know what I'm saying? Like an episode of Friday, like what we tripping off of. You know what I'm saying? It's another day. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen in the day. But I think we come from in and out the mud and really trying to, grind for it a certain way. And those days are gone though. You know what I mean? Everybody gotta get with something. Look at La Russell. I'm just like disappointed. Like, damn, dude.
I was
You
disappointed. But I'm gonna see what happens. Like I said, he's a smart dude, you know what I'm saying? So obviously he must know what he's doing and got something focused down the line. So I don't know, but from what I was seeing, he had it. He had motion. He had money. He had the distribution. He just signed a deal with Empire. You really can't get no better than Empire. But at the same time, Empire, they're a cold bunch because he puts fucking life insurance on all of his artists. It's kind of been known. You know what I'm saying? So he knows that these motherfuckers ain't gonna be around too long. Certain artists and shit, and that they going end up having a cold demise. So it's like, it's just weird shit, man. And to me, when you deal with people that kind of move like that, it's like you're surrounded with a certain energy. To me, I don't think Jay-Z's energy is a good energy. I don't think that he's anybody that is like super, super trustworthy or anything. Like I'd want to put my marbles in a basket with him or anything like that. So, I mean, he tried to do some things with Tory Lanez, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of, you know, fuck him off. So it's in him. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, people can be, you know, like I told you, you know, people could be good with you and are not even good with you. But, you know, I'm going to give them a clean slate because they ain't did shit to me. I'm going to just see what it is and how it worked.
And I don't know if it's
but now if
because
they
I'm
show
tired.
certain traits, then, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a wrap. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I was going to say, I don't know if it's because I'm tired because I can't think of this guy, but he got that from that one mobster. He used to run with Dutch Schultz and all them back in the day, Lucky Luciano and all of them. And he was the Jewish dude. And he used to take that was his thing. Well, he was the one that predated them, but that was his thing, right? He would take insurance policies out on all the people who were borrowing money from him.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think that's where Empire got that from. So you have people borrowing money from you or people who you're artists and you're going to front them money, but you make sure you have life insurance policies on them because if they come up murked or you can murk them and make money off of them.
That's
you know what I
fact.
mean? And
Absolutely.
so you don't even have to worry about whether they pay you or not because that insurance policy is paying you. Straight up. That's a straight up old school gangster move right there. So you got to think about those moves that are being put down so it gives you an idea of the type of people you're dealing with.
Moxie said Lansky.
Was it Lansky? Was it Meyer Lansky? I think it might have been Meyer Lansky or the one that predated him. But yeah, look it up because there was a mobster. That's his thing. That was his thing. Like he would literally he would put life insurance policies on everybody. You know, they go borrow money and then he have them sign over and sign on a policy. So
Shit,
he
they
didn't care
say
if you
out there
paid them
down
back or
south,
not.
that was how a lot of people became millionaires, man, putting life
And so
insurance policies on their loved ones, man, because they knew that street was a motherfucker.
So when you look at these people like Empire, all these different people and stuff, they taking it straight up out, old school mob books,
I bet.
Straight up
I
out of
wouldn't
that.
doubt it.
It's these plays been around for a long time.
That's what I was gonna
They
say.
gonna get
It
their
ain't probably
money.
nothing new. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
They definitely gonna get their money. Sincere has Jay-Z energy. What? Shut up, Young.
Oh, that's the Young on you and shit.
Young stay messing with me, trying to troll me and all kinds of stuff. I just
I
be
like
like,
Young. No, I like when he be up on your panel, man.
then he hit
All
my
right.
link and start giggling. I'm like, oh.
He definitely be getting the giggling though. I get to laughing a lot though too, but I mean, I be in a good mood, man. I ain't a miserable person, man. So
yeah,
when I get to laugh for shit, I'm just happy to fucking be here alive and well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these motherfuckers, they just be mad at
miserable.
breakfast.
Like they be real miserable on this here app. Like I'm like, damn, did anybody love you? Do you have
did
love?
you ever have a hug or anything? You know what I'm saying?
Anything. Like why do you go out of your way to just be so just negative energy towards people and stuff? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they cool, Moxie. I like them too.
With Young?
Yeah.
Young be on the BS, but I like Young too. I was trying to get him to go over there with Goosey ass because Goosey was calling for him. I was like, go on over there with him. He said, no. He even know to say no. Nope.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well, I'll be trying to push people away sometimes. I'll be like, go on over there. They go now. Y'all go with them. Because I'm used to my, my crowd and stuff, right? And build from that. Plus, I don't want I just, if you can't be genuine, I really just don't want you around me. Like, what's the point? I have to be looking over my shoulder every 5 seconds to see when you're going to stab me in my back. Like, just keep it pushing, and I'll keep it pushing. That's how that story goes.
I could dig that. No harm, no foul. Shit,
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna get down. I had a good time.
I appreciate you, Sincere, man. You have a good night. When's the next time you going live, man?
I don't know. Probably tomorrow. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel.
You waiting
Sometimes
to see what's going
tired.
on in these streets and shit that you got to report on? You gonna call about, 3 or 4 motherfuckers, a gang of bitches and shit?
Man, but they do be acting like bitches though. Like I just be like hard pressed to think in real life anybody's really
Well,
fucking
you've
with
been
them.
in
'Cause, like,
war mode, so I see you definitely been kind of calming down and getting back to just whatever. But
I was in
man,
war mode
your
because
lives, there be a lot of bitches flying coming out, man. Like
you
somebody
know
gonna get
what?
called a bitch a few times in your lives lately.
I was
I
in
don't
war
know.
mode because let me tell you, I was in war mode because they were trying to
All
make
right,
me
Moxie,
do
appreciate you.
make me do a thing. You know what I mean? Like don't make me do a thing. Like you don't, it'll be equivalent to like if somebody's trying to make me dislike you. Like you don't have to make me do anything towards
No,
anybody.
that's a fact.
And that's not, I don't think that's a righteous thing, what I'm saying, to do to anybody. But that's particularly why I was in the mode I was in. But it wasn't just out of nowhere, like it's not like it was just unwarranted, But people see things the way they see it. Sometimes they don't see it the way you see it. So there's that. You know what I mean?
I
Just
could
keep
dig it,
pushing.
man.
Yeah.
But get you
But
some rest, though, sincere. Get you
all
some
right.
rest,
I'll
man.
talk to you
I
later.
appreciate you.
Bye.
Yep. So shout out to everybody, man, that came out tonight. That was sincere, y'all. Shout out to Stan sliding through. Shout out to Landlord sliding through. And shout out to all of you. You know what I'm saying? Once again, shout out to Brenda and Tony, man. I appreciate that. That made my day, man. I got a Valentine's shout out, y'all. Man. I'm not chopped liver around this motherfucker, y'all. Shout out to the 26 likes. Jackie was like, hey, we got the 26 likes up in here, man. I was aiming for the 25. Y'all gave me 26, man. Shout out to the replay gang. I might hit 30 by the time I wake up tomorrow. Appreciate you sliding through, Young. Appreciate you, Melanated. Appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all have a great and fantastic night. I'm shutting this shit down. I'm finna make me something to eat in the town. All right, man. We up out of here. Maybe a lightweight blush. Maybe a lightweight blush. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out of here, man. I'm on mute.